All right, what is up? How are we doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good Saturday afternoon. We are kicking things off with our Saturday live stream 2-5 no limit hold'em with a $25 big blind ante in play. You got myself, Ryan, aka Big Country, along with Johnny Pham in the booth.
Yo, what's up, guys? A long time no see, long time no chat. We are in it. We're in this game. Can't wait. Buying for this game was 500 min with a $3,000 max.
That indeed, yeah, with the big blind ante in play, the buy-ins are a little steeper, and already out of the gate here, JT 3-betting it. Got 3 players at a flop.
Pretty decent flop for Blake.
Yeah, Blake getting the top pair with the kings. Does have a backdoor flush draw to spades as well.
We do have JT leading, however, but I think Blake should go ahead and press the raise button. No reason to play too passively, but he does.
It does decide to make the call, and there is a 7 clubs there.
JT is likely to fire one more bullet, and I think because of such a draw, and he does have a king blocker, a spade blocker, he should be raising in this spot. Nobody with a set would be leading into this pot here. Be mostly likely check raising. Bet a 140. Still playing pretty passively the first hand, just gonna make the call for 140.
It does make the call indeed, and River will be a 6 of clubs, so Blake will have the best hand with the pair of kings.
Blake's going to either bomb it or check it. He does wisely check. Blake should try to find some thin value here. Pot 485. I would make it 150.
Is around that sizing 150 for you?
Yeah, that's a good sizing. You still want to get some value. You don't want to get raised out of your hand too much.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very few hands in that spot really you lose from. You're only afraid of ace-king. Sets aren't really a hand in that spot, but I think he did miss a little value there, not raising on flop or turn, nor leading out with a bet on the river.
Mm-hmm. At least try to extract something, right? Instead of just checking it there.
I try and get max value, not thin value.
Well, either way, Blake will secure the first pot of the afternoon. And as you can see, yeah, it's a pretty busy day here at our location, Best Bet Jacksonville, located on Monument Road. We have our 24K day going today, which is every hour, $500 high hand for the first 30 minutes, and then $1,000 high hand for the last 30 minutes. That's going to be running until 2 a.m. today. So lots of action taking place. And, yeah, if you guys are out and about and you guys want to play some cards and try to get some money, get some cash in your hands, definitely come on through here. It's a busy day, and there's a lot of action taking place.
Yeah, I walked in. There are maybe about 40 to 50 tables going.
Yeah, so it's quite a few for sure. All right, so right now, Blake, once again, in the lead here. This time he has pocket 7s. RC's in the hand as well. We're just king high at the moment. Well, now that card is going to give RZ a pair of 9s, and now he's in the lead. Blake, though, does have a flush draw to spades. And decides to just go ahead and gives it up, and RZ is going to go ahead and scoop this one up.
Davidson Barrier, when is the next Card Player Series? There's no series scheduled at the moment. I think we have like a 1K event, one-day tournament here this month.
Yeah.
With the World Series of Poker coming into town in the next 2 or 3 weeks. We're unlikely to run any series events, and we also have a new poker room opening up in July. So
absolutely, yep.
We're going to gear towards that. But as far as our next series, I see us putting one down maybe in August. Maggie, if your quality on your Facebook stream is not all that great, you can hop on over to our YouTube channel. Country can go ahead and give you that link.
Yep.
Usually that will have the best quality for viewing. But if you're still wanting to watch on Facebook, I think in your settings, if you change it to 1080p or 720, it should make it a lot better. But back in action here now, we got a raise from X Factor, ace tray of hearts to 40. He's going to get some action from Will D and also Sensi? I'm going to have a tough time pronouncing his name. Sensi. Sensei.
Well, he does go by Senad, so he might be using a different name here. But yeah, we know him as Senad. Typically plays 2-5 quite a bit in the room. It's actually his first time back in a while.
I feel like everybody has missed this board. Nobody with no pair, no draw. Although Sensi has a gutter. And he's going to lead out with a bit of 50, and this should take it down. There's one of our new cocktail waitresses, Sky. We're getting a lot of new talent here on the poker floor.
That we are.
Started training some new girls. Also, a lot of new dealers are starting to hit the felt.
Well, I mean, and you mentioned, too, I mean, we are getting closer and closer to the grand opening of our new room in St. Augustine. I know we've been saying it's been summer 2022, but I think it's now pinpointed closer to being a July open. Is what you were saying?
Yeah, first week of July should be the timing of it opening.
Nice. I know a lot of people are excited about it. That is often a question we are asked is when is that new room opening? Everyone wants to check it out, and everyone wants to kind of be there for when the doors officially open.
Yeah, it's always exciting when there's a new poker room that opens up or a new casino.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to check the setup, the layout. Usually everything is kind of crisp, brand new.
It's that new poker room smell.
Yeah.
It's like a new car.
It's that new poker chip feel.
Yeah.
Brand new cards, new felts, new everything.
New everything indeed. All right, so right now, looks like we got here, we see JT did get bottom pair with the trays.
Yeah, a whole lot of nothing for everybody.
Yeah. Will, though, still does have the most equity as he does have a flush draw to diamonds.
So understand, everybody, we are playing 2-5 with a $25 big blind ante. That is $35 of dead money in the pot before any cards hit the felt. So there should be a lot more stealing, I think.
Wow.
Passive play in this game is not going to do you all that well if you're going to try to fold into your premium hands and then, you know, take down a pot here and there. It costs $30 every orbit, so you want to stay active.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately for Will, he just absolutely misses. JT's going to go ahead and scoop that up with a pair of trays being the best hand.
Yeah, any bet there would have taken it down with that flush draw. You might as well just made a billion on the turn.
But as you just got done talking about the passive play there.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of opening up a little bit. First few hands, nobody really wants to get out of line. They don't want to try to set their table image. But for now, yeah, everybody's playing very passively. If I was sitting in C3, I'd be raising every hand. Someone's raising, I am 3-betting.
Yeah.
Someone's 3-betting, I'm probably going to 4-bet.
So in other words, you're wanting to set the tone, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't even look at my cards. I'll just raise. Raise.
You're doing all this in the dark.
How much can I raise it? Raise.
All right, so RZ makes the call with his king tray offsuit. X Factor, get those cards in the box so we can see what we got, man. Mr. Bill, ace queen offsuit. He's going to play. If you guys seen Mr. Bill last night, he was on that 2-5 live stream. As is Will. Will was on there as well, but about in the latter part of that game. Now Aziz is going to go ahead and fold X Factor with his mystery hand into the muck. And Mr. Bill is going to go ahead and scoop that up.
Everything's so hollow.
Yeah, I guess Jacob was answering the question. With this still being a 2-5 game, even though with the $25 big blind ante, this game will still qualify for all of our promotions that we have. So that includes, you know, of course, our Rory Flush promotion, Steel Wheel, Bad Beat. Still does qualify for all of that.
Yeah, I had to pay a little bad beat action a couple of days ago in Omaha.
I heard about that.
Quad queens were beat by quad kings.
Oh, dang.
Nice little payday for $8,000 for the quad queens. Although lost the pot, but Made a lot of that back.
I was going to say, yeah, but made a pretty good chunk there.
Yeah, the quad kings made about 4,000, and table share was about a little over $700.
That's not bad. It's not too shabby.
All right, JT is going to raise it up to 20 with 8-6 of clubs. Lots of loose calls here. 9-4, queen deuce, 7-5-5 flop. If I'm JT, I'd be betting here 100%.
Yeah, JT does have a draw to a straight.
If you're raising 20, I mean, there's very few hands, and very unlikely somebody's going to have a 5. Maybe a spade draw, but again, that is still just a draw. Whereas he does pick up some equity with that tray of diamonds, can hit a gut shot straight draw, will need a 6. Blake, though, still has the best hand with ace high.
Yeah, ace high still good. But he's also got a draw to a straight as well.
Yeah, and JT should have been firing. He's open-ended. What's that? Blake gonna try to steal one time. I think this will get through. Bet of 135.
Action on it. Yep, it will.
Well,
absolutely.
best hand wins.
So, yeah, speaking of the last Ice 2-5 game, I see a big tank there in the Facebook chat. Hopefully you're doing well. I know you had a good time on the live stream last night. So
Oh, yeah, that's
you're
right.
doing well.
Big tank played last night.
He
didn't
did, absolutely. Man had his cowboy hat on. He got it, you know, it was just his Friday night best.
Was it the 10-gallon hat, 20-gallon hat?
I think it was a 10.
We've had this conversation before. Maybe Tony can enlighten us.
Yeah.
So the reason why they call it a 10-gallon hat is it because they can fill 10 gallons inside of the hat?
Is that why?
Is that why?
Is that why? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.
He also got himself a shirt from Willie, the He Gone, She Gone shirt. Big Tank had a good night last night. All right, so we got 4 players this time to the flop. A king, a deuce, and a queen mono board. Pretty good flop for RZ and X Factor as they got flushed all the hearts.
And these guys are getting very limpy here. It was a race to 20, and queen 8 called, 4 trade called, jack 8 called.
See Slick Rick in the Twitch chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Steve in the YouTube chat.
All right, RC with jack 8. Gonna lead out to 65.
Looks like X Factor went ahead and folded his hand. Mr. Bill as well, and Senad's going to fold as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what you mentioned. I mean, the way this table's kind of playing to start things off, or, you know, it just seems like right now anyone that's making a bet is the one that's taking it down.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Appreciate it. Appreciate Jersey.
David, the buy-in for 510 here is 500, no max. All right, Blake is going to finally pick up a real hand on the stream. Ace King for the first time here. And a raise to 25. JT pocket fours wants to see a flop.
Yeah, you're going to see trying to set mine here.
And Senad, King 8, going to limp it.
7, a 10, and a 6.
All right, bet you draw there, Senad. Nope. Checks all the way around. Queen of spades on the turn.
And JT's still in the lead with the pair of 4s.
Senad's going to go ahead and take a crack at it now. Blake should not just be calling, should be raising. Just a call.
JT's going to get out of the way.
Although Blake does have the best hand for now. 10 of diamonds on the river changes nothing. Blake will need to call a pretty hefty bet here. That's why you just don't limp the turn there. You need to raise, have him check back to you, and bet any amount, and he would fold. But this bet of $80, I don't think Blake's in calling with ace high. All right.
Yeah.
Goes for the muck.
Yeah, so now taking that down after making the bet. The way with that, as you mentioned, with the way that board was running, don't feel good with just being ace high.
Well, you're only really afraid of 9-8 possibly, of someone calling a raise if you're trying to bluff there. I think I would have tried to play it a little more aggressively with that ace-king there.
Mm.
We do have a seat open if anybody wants to play.
That we do.
One seat left.
Guys, we got a button straddle. 10 to go. Action.
All right, button straddle. Look at that. A little more dead money in the pot.
It looks like that seat's being filled now. Looks like we're getting our 8th player, so we are going to have a full table now and everything. We did have 7 on the list when we started. But we figured the game was still going to go, and we wouldn't have a problem filling up the game. And here we are now, about 10 minutes in, we got a full game.
All right, a little action here. We got Will D 3-bet to 6 through King 5. Mr. Bill's going to look him up with pocket 6s. Look at that. Look
Wow.
at that. You're going to raise and hit a 5. Of course, you're going to be checking, try to have him catch up. Doesn't want to see a 6, though.
There's not 8 on the turn there, so Mr. Bill with 2 pair, but Will does have the trip 5s.
Yeah, but Mr. Bill is not going to put him on a 5, so I think Will should be raising here, trying to make it bluffy. And just a call from Will D. I would have loved a little raise there. Track some value on the river, and that 7 of diamonds is going to clinch it for Will D. Mr. Bill is continuing to fire, and there is no real hand here that he can lose to. With all that action, I don't think he should be afraid of pretty much anything. He should click it back to maybe 450, 425, like 425.
So close to a pot size sizing.
Yeah. You want this be enough for him to call to make a few extra $100.
Yeah, and there is it. Right there, raised it to 400, and there is the, looks like the call from Mr. Bill, like you said. And Will's going to get some pretty solid value on that.
Yeah, I think, all right, back to a full ring game. We are 8-handed. Full table here at Best Bet Live.
Good.
2, 5, 25.
Yeah, definitely good to see. You're talking about earlier how today is the 24K day and how many tables we got going. Did like a quick look at how many we have going at the moment. We have close to 40 tables going today.
I'll be here.
So pretty solid day. Lots of games taking place, lots of action. And again, this 24K day, which is our promotion here at the room, is going to run until 2 a.m. Every hour, $500 high hand for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hand for the last 30 minutes. You got plenty of time. Plenty of games, plenty of time to come through and try to claim some of those high hands.
Very questionable raise here, but he's going to take it down with King 10.
I need two of those green chips. Then we got a button straddle on the one.
All right, so we do have the straddle on the button for this next hand.
Alright, well, we got a button straddle, gonna be 10 to go. Action is small.
Straddle is on.
It says Rory, that is our player in the 3-seat now. Senad going to go ahead and bump it up with ace-jack offsuit, 55.
Yeah. All right, four-way action to this flop. Pot $245. King high flop. Roll D. Top pair. Just gonna check it. Got some kicker problems. Mr. Bill is gonna check his gut shot straight draw. 9 of spades on the turn.
Will's going to bump it up to 90. Rory's going to go ahead and make the call. Senad, get out of the way.
Looking to sting in with a tray or a 7.
Mr. Bill made the call as well, and there is the 7 on the river. So 2 pair for Rory. It's going to secure him the best hand. All right, we're already starting 7 on the river.
With that third spade out there, I think Will is going to go ahead and not pay this off. Dry king's no good in that spot, I feel like. So we're going to try to lead.
You guys got Tim coming in and taking over.
All right, so now pocket 9 is going to raise it up to 30. All right, four-way action here. Lots of limping going on. Again, king high flop, monotone. You got both X Factor and Will D, both flopping top pair. Very scary board though, no one can bet. That makes it even scarier. Ace of hearts on the turn. More than likely, everything's going to get checked through. River card is going to be a jack of diamonds. And that changes nothing. Split pot for X Factor and Will D. Skipper, our next PLO stream. When is that going to be? Let's check it out.
I know we don't have any more. We don't have any PLO streams scheduled for the month of May for the rest of this month, and the June schedule has not been released yet. So
yeah, that schedule should be released here the next few days. So look out for that PLO. I'm sure we'll have it by next month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just keep an eye on the website, bestbetjacks.com. As Johnny mentioned, the live stream schedule usually for the next month does get released around kind of like in the middle to near the end of the previous month. So expect that new schedule in a couple more days. Because I know a lot of you guys like watching the PLO streams, especially with how popular of a game PLO has kind of become here. So JT's bumping up to 25 with King, Queen offsuit. And everyone else is just going to go ahead and fold around. So on to the next hand.
It's kind of weird. I don't think these guys have said a word to each other yet.
No, they have it's been pretty quiet for the most part. No, last night's game, it was very, very chatty. A lot of conversation taking place on the table. But, yeah, today it's these guys are just here trying to handle business, I guess. It's not a lot of conversation taking place. Well, for Senad here, he's going to go ahead and flop the flush.
And gets no action.
Absolutely zero. Nada. Yeah, both had the best hand, but or both had the same hand, but yeah, obviously the flush for Senad. All right, so the X Factor wakes up here with pocket sixes. Raised it up to 30. JT's going to make the call with ace-4 suited. And Blake is going to go ahead and call with the mystery hand. There it is, 8-7 offsuit. 9, a 7, and a queen. So Blake in the lead with a pair of sevens after that flop. So JT's going to get out of the way. X Factor does make the call, hoping to hit a 6 here.
Maybe some back doors make it interesting. That's not one of them.
That is not. So still hoping for a 6 as X Factor as he checks it over to Blake.
Wow.
Well, X Factor's going to make the call after Blake threw out a bet of 125. 5 on the river. Will secure.
I mean, with all that action there, X Factor should try to lead here. Spades do come. You can bluff at this. The 8-6 that gets there too. So this could work.
Yeah, pretty good bet. 225 there for X Factor. And that will be enough. Yeah, exactly. All right, Blake's going to bump it up to 60 with 10-9 offsuit.
Wet? Oh, yeah, Jacob, cards are wet. Ball 9.
Wonder who's the culprit.
Yeah. Kind of curious who would do such a thing.
All right, a big pot brewing here. 60 to go. And we're taking it 4 ways. Senad got pot odds there. I think you should have seen a flop, but decides not to take one. And flop jack 8-5, 2 clubs. Rory, king high flush draw.
Yep.
Blake, open ended.
So far, checks all around. Blake is going to go ahead and throw out some chips, 125. Mr. Bill folds. Will's going to go ahead and make the call, as he's got a pair of 5s from this flop. Rory also making a call with those with that flush draw with clubs. Ace on the turn. So action will check back around to Blake.
Blake is not going to let off the gas.
Get him, Sky.
Pretty hefty bet here. It's going 375. 325.
Yeah, 325 there from Blake is mentioned.
About half pot. Not sure what Will is looking for here. Bottom pair, no real draws. Although he does have the best hand. He's gonna give it up. I think Rory's got a call. He's gonna take the low variance route and fold.
Wow, all right.
And he still had the best hand.
Yep. Blake takes it down, though.
So when you want to see that rabbit card. Well, you're never calling there. Get out of here. You can call it bottom pair with all that action and no draw.
Is that Roger, right? Yeah. Button straddle, action will start with 1 seat.
All right, so do have a straddle on a button. Action's going to start with Mr. Bill.
I can tell you one thing, though. Blake's got the right idea. He's been the most aggro player at the table thus far, and he is up the most, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's been up there doing pretty well.
Raise 50 from the 7.
All right, finally get some cards here. Senad, Jack, Trey in the muck.
Blake, king at 10, offsuit, bumps it up to 50.
Whoa, X Factor.
X Factor going 150 with a 6-4 suited. JT's going to go ahead and muck.
He's definitely going to take it down. No way is Blake going to call this with King 10 out of position. Excuse me.
I was going to say, Blake
me.
Blake has other ideas.
Yeah, I definitely knows something that I don't. Oh, he's going to take a flop.
A queen, a 4, and an ace.
So Blake's now got a gutter for the joint, and then X Factor definitely needs to continue on. Yeah, 3-bet and check that flop. You're gonna be very exploitative.
Yeah.
Bet a 200 here, going for max pain. Yeah, I don't think Blake can really call here. We're just a draw for the straight.
Yep, so aggression works for X Factor there.
Looks like everyone's playing pretty snug other than Blake and X Factor.
Yep.
Let's see if this continues.
Well, we've seen a lot of 2-5 games and a few 2-5 games of the $25 Big Blind Ante. This definitely does seem like it's been the more, at least for the start anyway, has been the more passive game that we've seen. At least to start here.
Yes, something's happening on table 69.
Yeah, as I say, yeah.
Very interested. We'll just gonna open it up. Ace 10 offsuit. It's gonna get called in 3 ways.
So we got 4 players hit the flop here. So 4, 9, and a king mono board. Both Will and Mr. Bill having flush draws to diamonds. X Factor getting a pair of 4s on this flop as well. X Factor and Mr. Bill both going to fold after Will did throw out the bet.
Hey man, you gonna play some hands, man?
We even said that he won the floor. I even said, what?
Oh no, man.
I was like, yeah, I was like, what happened? Why did you leave the floor? And he said,
Oh man,
I was like,
it's live.
okay.
Man, you go. Yeah, people think
I
you
called
play
the
bad
floor.
down here, man.
Game was stalled for
You
like
trying to save $8?
I want you
trying to
to
do
think
like,
that
Trying to
way.
save $7?
I
You
don't
gotta
know.
pay $30 when you get in.
And we'll troll an RZ just a little bit. Wants him to post, and he's just waiting for one more hand so he come in the big blind. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think this is all part of his game, trying to get under his skin.
It's a lot of 2-5 games.
call 10 in the 3.
Open that seat up for somebody that's gonna get that hand played
On
with.
my seat.
Raise 80 from the 4.
How long can they sit out?
Shots are fired.
Yeah,
Fold 7, fold
that they are.
9.
We're trying to get some action going.
There's no list. 80, yes, sir.
Well, from the floor. I split my big blind also. I'm eating.
They told me it was on a
No,
15
unfortunately
minutes.
not. But we can switch these. Call 1, fold 2, and call 3.
All right, so now I'm going to wake up pocket aces, and I raise to 80, get called in 2 ways with Jack 9, King 10.
Well, there's a 9 on a flop
Oh,
there.
that is probably the scariest board that you can imagine. with,
Yeah, it is.
Pocket aces here.
Yeah.
All kinds of draws here for Rory and Mr. Bill. Top pair needs a jack for a straight. Rory needs a 10.
Call from the 1.
And so now it's getting a lot of action there.
Oh, yeah. 3 players.
And that spells disaster for Senad.
That it does, because that gives Mr. Bill trips.
And we got Rory betting into it. Whoa, 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 a little pump take. I thought he was going to bet. Check, check. Mr. Bill obviously has to bet here. It's just a draw heavy hand. Doesn't want to make it too much though. He wants to at least get one caller. But he makes it pretty huge for 400. But Senad, can he get away from aces? He knows it can't be good here in this spot. He knows for sure. This bet from Mr. Bill, he is behind.
Yeah.
But can he get away from it? Nope.
He was not. He will not. Looks like he's going to go ahead and make the call.
All right, so now we'll need an ace and only an ace.
And doesn't get it.
Nope. Only 2 outs in the whole deck. Couldn't get there. The problem is now if he's going to get this sticky, he's going to call a big river bet here. I'm pretty sure Mr. Bill's going to probably go all in. He only has $700 left, and the pot's already $1,500.
I said he does check it over. And
Oh,
it looks like,
he was being nice.
Yeah.
He checked it behind. Mr. Bill.
all right.
Wow.
So Mr. Bill's going to go ahead and scoop that up.
And nothing Senad could do there other than fold his hand.
And it looks like Senad is going to top off, get some more chips.
Got cash.
Yo, see, they called your name 3 times.
Fold 9, 1, 2, and 3. Call from the 4. Option. Raising it to 40 from the 6.
All right, so RZ in there is going to bump it up to 40 with Jack 10 off suit.
Fold
X Factor's going to go ahead and fold. He goes back to Senad. He's going to make the call, so we're heads up here. 4, a 5, and a queen. So Senad will get a pair of 5s. RC's going to bump it up to 50. Senad makes the call. Ace on the turn. And board pairs at the 4 on the river, so 2 pair for Senad. It's going to secure him the best hand.
RZ can't show Jack high, but I think Senad might just call here.
Yeah, bets 100. And it looks like Senad
He gives it up.
gave it up. RZ throwing out a little bet, and it works out for him.
Came in at a perfect time.
From the heart. That's what I was worried about. It was good fun. Come on, man.
Slot line.
Share it and stingy. Yeah, sure.
And we have a button straddle.
We're good
And
flow.
action will start on the small blind.
What's happened? I'm small blind. That is. That's it.
Fold. That's right.
What? Raise hand.
King of spades, 6 of hearts, 6 throw.
Yeah, so I guess when Blake was throwing his hand in the muck there, they turned over so that his hand was exposed. JT, pocket nines, raises it up to 35. And Senad's going to make the call. Senad's getting a little active now, being in the hands here. Ace 5-4. So now Senad does have a draw to a straight. Hoping for a deuce. That is not it. Board pairs with an ace. Well, easy game for JT. Scoops that one up. Again, guys, we do have our 24K day going here at the room. If you're out and about and you want to try to win some money, win some cash, come on over. Promotion will run until 2 a.m. It's basically every hour, $500 high hand for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hand for the last 30 minutes. We will be again taking this till 2 a.m. So come on through. Should be a good time, fun time. We have a lot of action, a lot of tables are going right now. Plenty of opportunities.
Lots of action. We got 17 2-2 games,
That's
7
a lot.
2-5s, 6 2-4s, 2 1-3 studs, 1 5-5 big O, 2 1-2 PLOs, and I'm pretty sure this 5-5 PLO is about to start.
Mm-hmm. I know there was 5-5 PLO going earlier too. So.
All right, Mr. Bill, Ace King, gonna take it up to 35. Rory with Ace Jack. Gonna make the call. So now it's gonna pretty much call with any two these days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Senad topping off earlier, so probably trying to play a little bit of catch up.
But my guy Balake,
Yeah, Balake.
Queen 10 off, 3-bet. I like it. 165 to go. Mr. Bill, what are you gonna do? You are out of position, sir. You're gonna play aggro, or he's gonna play passive, but he's gonna choose the passive route. With that many players in the pot, I would elect to go for a 4-bet.
Yeah, try to thin out the field a little bit.
Absolutely, with just those other two callers, most definitely.
All right, so there is going to be 3 players at a flop. A tray, a queen, and a 9. So Balake.
Balake.
Yeah.
With some foresight, gonna flop top pair with Queen 10 after a 3-bet, and he's gonna pretty much. Whoa, whoa,
okay.
whoa! What's up, Rory?
Rory, getting a little sticky here.
Oh, Balake, what are you gonna do now?
Yeah. Rory said, "You want to go to war, Balake?"
It's like Blake's not gonna give up here.
Nah, he's gonna make the call.
Mr. Bill's out of the way. 6 of hearts on the turn. Rory, I think, wow, big bet from Rory. Check, and then 450 from Rory. Blake getting very sticky.
Yeah.
Definitely knows something that we don't.
He's going to make the call.
And he's going to make the call with the best hand. Rory can only hit an ace.
Ace and only an ace.
He has to go all in because there's no way he's going to check here.
And that is not an ace.
That's a little more. Yeah, Blake should definitely needs to be checking here. Try to bluff catch. And if he bets here, Rory's going to get out of here. No, don't bet. Do not bet. Oh.
Wow, so wait. So instead of Rory going all in like you were suggesting, Blake is going to go all in.
There's no reason for Blake to go all in there. I mean, he was going to put the money in there anyways. He should have let Rory bluff at it. Even if Rory had ace-queen, which he would have bet again, Blake was still going to call. So kind of a misstep here. He missed out on an extra $1,500.
Unless Rory does the unthinkable.
No way. I mean, Rory can't call off here with ace-high. There's no way. This is just for the cameras.
Yeah.
For the table. got caught bluffing. He's just trying to, oh, yeah, nice bet. I was trying to bluff.
Yep,
I'm
I was trying to bluff it. Yep.
I'm gonna show you my jack of diamonds. Yeah, I was on a flush draw. No, you weren't. You were trying to buy it.
He was 100% trying to.
So Blake, stack skyrocketing now up to how much?
Well, he improved his chip stack now.
Oh,
With that pot size, improved his chip stack by a little over 1,100.
Let's see some stats.
Show that in just a second after I.
We got some emojis coming through
Yeah,
our
got
YouTube
some-
chat
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Little email and squirty squirts.
Uh-huh.
Some kissy faces and thumbs up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We know what that is.
You shall not pass.
You shall not pass. Indeed. We'll pop up the stats after this hand is concluded, though, for sure.
Did not like that lead
Yeah.
on the river there.
Yeah, you would have liked to have him set it up for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like you said, in that spot, no reason to be that aggro like that.
No, if you're going to try some value there, try to, put a little bit of money in there,
Right, but not
Down
shove
bet it.
all in immediately.
Yeah, I can down bet it. Queen 10 is huge there in that spot.
All right, so we got a tray, a 6, and a 10 on this flop.
I mean, you're only going to get called by better, so, ew, bit of a misstep for there.
Bet 70 from
But
6, 7.
Blake's up. He's feeling good.
Now, RZ did flop a pair of 6s here, so he currently has the best hand, and that's going to be it for that one. RZ will scoop up.
You look like you're going to show so.
That's already now.
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
What about my second one?
Whatever, that was the best hand.
See, he left. That should confirm my hand.
One card back in.
All right, yep, so we are going to have our dealer change here as Jacob's going to come back in the box. So with that, as soon as this clears off, we'll show stats after 1 hour of play.
I hate when I push you because you always lower the seat like I'm shorter than normal.
I mean, you're going to
Not sure there.
always maybe messing with that because, Jacob, you are the shortest man in the room.
Yes, 99% of the time, Jacob is the shortest guy in the room. All right, there we go. Now I'll go ahead and show these stats here, and there's a Balake.
That can't be right. Blake's got to be up way more than that. That's weird.
Yeah, I think sometimes the stats lag a
That
couple
can't be
hands behind.
correct. Let's see what's going on.
I'm in agreement. Blake is definitely up a lot more than 385, so we'll get that checked out and get that squared away here. In the meantime, while we look at that, see Mr. Bill making a call after JT with his pocket eights raised it to 30. Mr. Bill, Senad, and the X Factor all coming along for the ride, and it's a pair of kings and an ace on this flop. So X Factor will have 2 pair with that flop, currently in the lead, as well as JT. JT has a couple pair as well, but Mr. Bill does have a backdoor flush draw to spades. Senad's going to go ahead and get out of the way. Mr. Bill staying involved. There's the jack on the turn. Now Mr. Bill has 2 pair. 9 on the river. Hearts will complete. And X Factor is going to have the best hand and scoop up this pot here. JT, unfortunately, only 1 heart in his hand, so no flush for him.
Then we got a button straddle into the 9. And then Will, you do my big blind with the ante.
All right, so there are the updated stats, and yeah, Blake up a ton right now, up the most. He's also been the one of the more active players on the table there, so up nearly 1,500. And Senad with a 100% VPIP. All right, I think that might be off a little bit. Oh, it is right. Wow. Yeah, Senad's been the most active for sure. And he remains to be active.
Yeah, so Senad has not folded a hand for the last hour of the stream.
Well, hey, good on Senad, I guess.
I mean, you can't win unless you're in it, right?
Right, exactly. Ace, king, deuce. Blake does have a flush draw to diamonds. Actually, yeah, straight flush draw for a potential steel wheel. And Blake's going to go ahead and take that down.
Buck, you don't really want to judge that with the ante as far as your opening, only because you're just inflating the pot. It's still a 2-5 blind, 2-5 blind game, although there's just some extra money that's in the pot. So what I would think would be you'd be expanding your 3-bet range amounts, not your opens. Otherwise, you'll just be inflating the pot otherwise on your more marginal hands. So that's my position on it. I mean, it's not entirely right. That's what I would think how I would approach the game as far as a 2-5 or 25 big blind ante. For instance, if you're just going to be raising, 55 pre, that could get very expensive. So.
All right, so there we go. Okay, froze up a little bit, but we're back in it. Pair of sixes and a 4. So 2 pair for Senad, who's currently in the lead. Backdoor flush draw for X Factor, as well as RZ. And now another spade on the board is going to give flush draws for both RZ and X Factor. RZ's going to go ahead and get out of the way. And X Factor's going to make a call. Has a few outs to work with on this river. That is a face card. It is Queen of Diamonds, which is one of the outs that X Factor was needing, and he's going to have the best hand. Here's the call, and X Factor is going to show Senad got there on the river.
No, X Factor got there in the river.
That's what I meant. X Factor, yeah.
Back to the weekend wallet. A little top off from Senad.
Yeah.
See Senad kind of digging through. Gonna.
This is the second time for Senad that he's topping off now.
Yeah, Buck, the only thing that I would not do in this game is just be entirely too passive, because the round of blinds each time is going to be $30. So if you're just waiting for premiums, ace king, ace queen, pocket pairs just to play, you're going to get whittled down pretty fast. So the reason why the big blind ante is in place is just to drive a little more action, because put a little more dead money in the pot. Try to, even though your marginal hands can't steal a lot, can also be very exploitative too. So we're now seeing a lot more action here over the last 30 minutes. Race to 60, being called 4 ways. Rory with the mystery hand. It's like a check in the dark. He's got pocket 4s
and he gets the set
of 4s. For
wow.
Rory.
What a flop for Rory.
The lock is gonna step in it. 150 to go. call from Will, and here's the race to 400. RZ, we just gut shot, straight draw, backdoor clubs. A little too expensive. He's going to commit his entire stack here if he makes this call. I don't see him calling at any time here. Blake, though, I mean, weird spot. You got a lead, a limp, a raise. This is a bit of a min click also, so I feel like he can't really fold here. It's a very wet board. Somebody could be on a diamond draw. Some weird straight draw. He's going to make the call.
Yeah, there's the call, and Will's also going to make the call as well.
All right, we got a pot brewing here. 1470 now.
Close to 1500 in the middle. And
Nine
now
of diamonds. It's going to slow a lot of things up here, but Rory was going to bet the checks behind. Obviously afraid of the flush, and now Blake, I think, may check here. I think Will D is going to get the green light to bet here. Can't show a Jack 9. Doesn't hit his backdoor club draw. He's got to bet big here. He's going to stay in it. If he checks here, he pretty much is going to give up the pot. But he's going to make it 700.
yep, 700 for Will.
I think Rory here, I think you're just too committed. There's too much money in this pot here. I think you're just going to ship it all in. You still can make a boat. And he's just going to make the call. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't just shove it all in there, because he's never going to fold to a river bet here.
Not at all.
Oh, bad time. Queen does come.
Wow.
Oh,
Ooh.
no. Wow.
Oof.
Jack high wins. That's why you should just stuffed it in there.
Wow.
You gave him a reason to fold. I hated that play on the turn there. If you're going to continue with the set, even though there is diamonds flushed out, and you're going to put that much money in there, leave yourself $1,000 behind, but with the pot being $5,000, I mean, that's a misstep.
Wow.
Will D is going to pick up a huge pot, uncontested.
Will literally just stole that pot away from Rory.
I mean, there's nothing he can really do. He had to bet the turn there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have a player
Wow.
raise on the flop, check turn, and have both players check again. I mean, that's got to be a green light.
Wow.
We still let you in the building?
You were in control of that hand the entire time after flopping the set, and then just flat out just, here you go. Gave it away.
I mean,
Heard you had fun
Wow.
Thursday.
yeah. There's just too much money in that pot right there for me to ever get away from a set there.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Call up on the 2. Call up on the 3. Call up on the 4.
Yeah, we just went all in. I don't know why he just didn't just, whatever. On to the next hand. That made me feel all dirty. I need a shower after that one.
Say, yeah. that was. I've only been on the live stream stuff for about 4 or 5 months now. That's the first time I've seen that on a live stream. 10, a 4, and an ace. And Rory trying to explain himself, I guess.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you had 3,000 behind and you're risking more. You only had 1,000 left. You already put $700
Right,
on the
you
turn,
already
plus another 400, plus another 200. I mean, there was you put literally a third of your stack into that pot,
Right.
and you don't go for it.
Yeah, you've committed that much already.
Yeah, and you're still drawing live. I don't know why you just limped the turn there. Ew. Limping the turn there gives you more reasons to fold in the river, and I'm never folding a set. I'm like, here you go, like, nice hand.
And even then, if it ends up being a deal, it's like you lose a hand. It's just like, oh well.
Yeah.
I've already committed that much. I had to set.
Yeah, I got it in good, whatever.
Yeah.
I could have got in behind, but I'm still drawing to 3, 6, 9 outs.
Yeah. That was
9,
wild.
10 outs, actually. No, 11 outs.
Wait.
When is the July promo schedule coming out? Let's see. They should be out, I think.
June's out. July won't be
Yeah,
until the end of
we
June.
won't go out that far.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the 12 days of Christmas, I don't think we're going to be doing that, only because the new poker room in St. Augustine is going to be opening up in the month of June.
Oh, interesting.
So I think we might be skipping the Christmas and July promotion.
Okay.
It might do something a little different, though.
Okay. I mean, and that's fair because obviously we're trying to promote the new room and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. So we got 3 players at the flop here, an ace, a 4, and another 4. So X Factor has ace.
Yeah, RZ with
High.
trips.
Yeah, RZ though. Yeah, trip 4s. Let's see if RZ plays this differently.
I think Rory's trying to talk himself.
Yeah,
off of a bad play and trying to
Rory
lose
is
him out of it.
he is trying to explain as much as he can.
Yeah, that was a huge fumble there.
Yeah.
And he made it so little on the flop too. He was it 150 to 400? No,
Yeah.
250 to 400.
250 to 400.
No, I
yep.
can't do that. It was 150 to 400.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Buck, we are both in agreement. There's no reason to just call there. That is definitely your worst option.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, in those spots, even if we do see the cards, just judging by how much was in the pot and the chips and everything
Yeah.
else.
Just
I mean,
off the action alone of what you saw leading up to that
exactly.
point.
Now it'd be a different story if Rory had like another 3,000-4,000 behind and and Will covered him. Then it'd probably be worth the fold there. But I mean, just leaving yourself with 1,000 behind and there's $5,000 in the middle. My money's going in.
All right, so now X Factor applying some pressure on RZ here. And RZ is going to go ahead and make the call. Ooh, so that is
a money
super
card.
unfortunate. Yikes.
I think stacks could be going in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's no way RZ's going to be folding. And I think he's going to be trying to bet small. 275, going to leave him with 249. X Factor with his the nuts is going to go all in. And RZ will have to call RZ in this spot probably, if he had any sense. I mean, he can't fold either. The pot's over 3,400. He's not. I mean, the pot is well, not 3,400, but gonna leave yourself a 249 behind. Yeah, it's going in.
And yep, X Factor's going to show it. 10s full of aces. Good.
Yeah, nothing here really do there. I don't think X Factor is ever gonna fold on the flop, turn, or especially the river. So. Unfortunately, bad run out for RZ.
Yeah, that was just that was a tough break. That's just poker. What just happened there?
Yeah.
X Factor just gets there on the river. I can run a runner basically.
The set of 4s though, that wasn't poker.
No.
I don't know what that was.
No, what we saw earlier with Rory that
was I think we dived into the twilight zone for a second there. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And what was the funniest thing though is that Blake had the best hand because he rivered a set of queens.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did. Yeah. He folded his hand, and yeah, they would have won that. But instead, that all opened the door for Will to just go ahead and steal that pot.
Told you, when you see a player raise flop and then checks turn when a diamond comes, I mean, that's exceptionally weakness. And then you have another player behind who was leading and bet pre-flop, check also. I mean, how could you not bet?
No.
Any wise poker player would sense that. Will is that type of player. He can't sense
Oh,
weakness.
yeah, 100%. Will knows what he's doing. But, yeah, back-to-back hands. Pretty interesting sequences. All featuring trip 4s. All right, guys, just a heads up. We were mentioning earlier, the June promotion schedule is up on the website. Do have a couple things going, including for our tournament players. We have the 1K one-day $1,000 no-limit hold'em tournament, and that is a single-day event that is going to be taking place on Saturday, June 25th. And then also we are going to have the Best Bet 500. That is going to be on Saturday, June 26th. Those are our tournaments that we are going to have for the month of June. It's going to be a lot of fun. We will have a few satellites that will be going into that 1K one-day event as well. But you can definitely check out that tournament schedule on our website, bestbetjacks.com. And also our June promotion schedule is up as well. It is all there for you. Jordan, what's up? See you in the Facebook chat. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, so we see right now Blake 3-betting it to 150 with King 7 suited. Senad is going to be involved, making the call with pocket sixes. RZ, Queen 5 offsuit for him, is going to go ahead and make the call. So we are going to have 3 players at the flop. And it's a pair of 7s and a 4. So Blake now with trip 7s on that flop. Senad's going to go and make the call with 2 pair. RZ folds. Oh my gosh.
Yahtzee.
Oh boy.
Senad does have more money in front of him, though. He doesn't have just 287. He has more like 700.
Right, yeah. Oof. So now, Senad turning 6s full of 7s. And Blake's going to go on, and Senad makes the call. Hoping for a prayer, doesn't get it for Blake. And Senad's going to get a decent-sized pie here.
All right, so there's going to be a bigger profit. I think the profit here is going to be about 1,500. North of 1,500. Justin, this game is actually a lot bigger because of the buy-in. So the buy-in for this game is 500. I'm sorry, is it 500? Yeah, 500 to 3,000. So instead of a regular 2-5, which is 2 to 15, this essentially kind of plays like a capped 5-10 game.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a reason why the game was introduced, too, to kind of make the game feel that way.
Yeah, this does play a lot bigger than the regular 2-5.
I'll see Ladybug in the YouTube chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. Well, that might be a hand that Senad was looking for there to try to get some things to go his way.
Yeah, I think it could be out of Stucksville now, I think.
Yeah, he had to top off a couple times to try to keep chips on the table and everything, but now he scoops one up there. Have to feel a little good about that one.
Rig for this game is standard, not timed.
Right. Now, if this was a 5-10 game, yes, it would be a time rate game, but not in this case.
5-2 build. Make it 35 from 4.
Wow, Senad waking back up with another pocket pair, this time pocket 7s.
Is Senad still at 100% VPIP?
Let's see. Senad is, it's dropped a little bit. It's 81% now.
All right, he must have folded a hand or two.
Six a tray and an 8.
All the way around, but with that board, 7's got to be feeling pretty good.
$50 bet there from Senad.
RZ, 2 overcards, looking for a king or a 10.
Still looking for either a king or a 10 for that turn card. And yep, Senad just keep on betting. RZ's gonna go ahead and fold.
Typically, king 10 on that board, you don't really want to be floating there on the flop. You're just 2 overs. You want to at least, if you're going to float, to at least have a backdoor straight draw or a flush draw, and that's just 2 overs.
I like to straddle. I like to straddle.
Alright, guys, we got button straddle. 10 to go. Actually, Mr. Bell. That's going to be a call from the 1 call from the 3.
All right, Mr. Bill's going to wake up pocket 8s. Rory, ace 9 of diamonds. RZ, 9-8 of hearts. Blake, ace queen suited. What are these hands?
Oh boy.
X Factor, 5-4. Can't call it a 3-bet.
Nope. Yeah, 3-bet at 150.
Thin the field. Mr. Bill is definitely going to be calling here. He wants to see a flop. That might price in Rory. That definitely will price in RZ.
Unfortunately for Mr. Bill, though, he doesn't know this, but all the 8s are gone.
And he does fold, so with them folding, RZ's going to put it in.
Okay, RZ,
All
going
right.
all in.
Yeah, I got 2 live cards. See what happens.
Yeah, 9-8 suited. Let's go.
Yeah. It's gonna be gambling with 9-8 here. Needs a 9 or an 8 or hearts. Nope.
Nope. Up there.
Nope.
Not looking any better.
Nope.
Nope. No bueno.
And ace queen good. Oh.
Yeah, well, pair of aces for.
No, he had a flush.
Oh, he did get the flush. Yeah, he did. Oh wow, wow.
Oh, Blake with another gift there.
Yep.
I'll take that run out any day.
Yeah. And RZ calling it a day, I guess. He is bouncing out.
Seats open. There's 3 people in there. I like it, not that much.
I know it's legal now, but I'm very. I'll give the joke.
Yeah, they're calling one right now, Mr. Bill.
If you haven't noticed, I've been quiet.
I know.
People crying.
Let's make it 35 from here.
Call from the 9, call from the 1.
I got 30. You want that one over there? By all means, all you. I can have you move it over after the hands then, Mr. Bill. Check. Mr. Bill's going to move it to the 6 section. So $40 from the.
Yo, thanks Ryan. Thanks for coming by and playing our live stream last night. Oh, it's great to see some chiselers out on the felt. Move some chips around.
Button's going to stay right there.
All right, a couple seat changes here, I think. What's going on here? Yeah, I think Mr. Bill and Rory are going to switch seats.
So button's going to stay. It's going to be a small blind right here.
Mr. Bill not liking the 1 seat. He's going to move on over to the 6.
Actually, hold on. We'll see. Well, you going to buy it? Never mind. So 1 went to 6. 3 went to 1. Button. Yeah, just that. Button should still be in the 1 seat. Yeah. Will's back, so it's 1 blind. And then we got a strike. Alright guys, we got a straddle, gonna be 10 to go. We're gonna start with you, Mr. Bill. From 6 and 7.
What the club came out? I had pocket 6 on the turn. 7, 4,
30
7,
from the 9.
6. Something.
He's 9 down. Call from 1. 30. And call from the 3. Check.
All right, back to the action. Nice cheat change for Rory. He's going to pick up top pair, top kicker. JT's going to lead out with the queen 10. No pair, no real draw. Rory's going to make a raise here, although I don't like this raise.
And then below the, you know, the thing, what do they call it, parties.
Chilo waited for the turn. I like raising in those spots only if the board was a little more wet. There's no real straight draw out there, no real flush draw. Top pair, top kicker is usually always going to be good. But normally you need to juice out and get players to fold and can get some value.
But is it just the biscuit, or do you get the gravy with it too? Sometimes. You got a button straddle.
Straddle on the button. Action on Senad. 10 to go.
10 to go. Hold from the 4, hold from 6. So right now 35, 37, only 35, so hold from 1. And call.
Heads up against Blake and Will. Both with king high. But it is Will who's going to flop that spade draw.
50 bucks.
Blake in a slight lead with the 8 kicker. Although it feels like if no spade hits, they will be chopping. Bet of 50. Action on Will. Decides to go down limp. Spade does come. Blake has no pair, no draw. Wisely checks. Like a small bet from Will is appropriate here.
What's up? Usually it was you when I was on. Yeah, that is my son. We got Tim coming back. You like that? They have something on the
Calls from the 8, calls from the 9, calls from the 1, calls from the 2, calls from the 4. Calls and a check. 3 players. Check from the 6. 15 from the 8. Good.
Oh, hey, Ryan. Yeah, played on the live stream last night. Glad you had a good time, man. How was that sushi, by the way? No, they were selling you on the sushi. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, a big fan of sushi, are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll get the best bet roll every once in a while. I'll get the best bet roll.
Nine, 7, that is a straight and a straight flush draw for Rory.
Oh, boy. Yeah, really strong flop for Rory.
All right, Rory, you need to pump the
I was
brakes
gonna
just a
say,
little bit.
Boy.
An extra high. Oh, why raise here? No, don't
Rory,
raise.
why are you doing that?
Dude, it's for $1,000 for the high hand. 10 high straight flusher, open-ended straight flush draw. And you've already got the straight. Ugh.
Oh, boy.
Ugh.
Yikes.
Well, I guess he's not playing for the high hand, but Rory is going to go ahead and effective nuts here. Not real nuts now, but oh my God.
Wow.
Come on.
Well, that was not the time to be aggressive there.
No.
That was definitely not the time.
That was good for an extra $1,000. You need a rabbit can. I want to see that hand actually come in and he'd be jauntily tilted.
Oh, 100%.
Won the hand, but I still lost $1,000.
Yeah.
Ew.
Let's see. When. What was it? Just a little over 100 there?
Yeah, you went 150. That's huge.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, you want players to catch up there. You're only losing to maybe one hand. Come
yeah,
on,
exactly.
Rory.
Wow. Sheesh. Sushi was great. You had the best bet roll? Yeah, nice. That's the one I typically go with. Although, it's funny, speaking of sushi, I was actually going to consult with the sushi expert here, Johnny Pham. Because usually I do the cooked, like the best bet roll and everything. But what's a good uncooked one to start with?
I don't know. I'm a little bit of a purist, so I don't really order the rolls.
Okay.
So, usually when I order sushi, it's like nigiri. So I just want to the rice and the fish.
Nigiri?
Nigiri. But for you, what I would recommend for you.
For me, the sushi noob.
The sushi noob. The Big Slick? Yeah.
Big Slick?
Yeah, it's kind of cooked. It's like tempura in the middle with some avocado, and it's wrapped in eel. So it's crunchy too because they put crunch on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should try that. You
Okay.
haven't tried that? Try that.
It's the Big Slick you called it?
Big Slick.
All right. That might be what I tried today.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bill going to try to scoop this one up with pocket aces.
Kind of a small sizing here, pocket aces, but this is going to give X Factor a chance to 3-bet on the button. And Mr. Bill loves that bet.
Yeah.
125?
Yep. Blake also making a call earlier, too, with pocket trays.
All right.
Oh, and then
Rory's
Rory.
in there. Oh, he folds.
Oh, dang.
All right. What Mr. Bill cannot do is just call. No. What am I watching?
Oh, no.
I can't believe this is happening. Ugh.
This is max pain, but not in the way we want.
Well, that's fine, though. Mr. Bill is pretty much going to be guaranteed to win this hand here, unless Blake catches a 5 here. But X Factor going to come out with a bet, but I don't think Blake's going to have a chance because I think Mr. Bill is going to raise. 225 to go. Big sizing. Mr. Bill looking to trap. Found the trap. And he's got an ace of clubs as well. I mean, I guess he can limp here. Doesn't want to scare too much off. Well, he does just limp it. Alright, he's going to walk X Factor into Oblivion because X Factor has less than 1% equity.
Now board pairs.
And that is called Drawing Dead. Mr. Bill checks behind. X Factor will not throw another bet there. Ooh, Daddy King
Uh-oh.
on the river.
Ruh-roh.
Mr. Bill, I think if you're going to go ahead and bet, now's the time. And you are going to get called, sir.
300 and a call.
300. There it is, the snap call from X Factor.
300, yes. Yes, sir.
Wow. And Mr. Bill showing how you play aces.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in my route, he probably would have made as much money as he did, but look at that. Sometimes I guess low playing aces works out. Never like that for me, though. Usually, if I ever try to lip aces, I usually get cracked for all of my chips.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we do have a straddle on a button on this next hand. Again, do appreciate you guys watching. Do appreciate you guys hanging out for this 2-5 no limit hold'em game with the $25 big blind ante. We will take this game up till around 9 o'clock.
Actual start on the small blind. Calls 1. Calls 2.
And then we'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the streaming weekend with some 2-2 no limit hold'em deep stack action for you. All right, so Blake raised it up to 75 with pocket eights. Mr. Bill is going to make the call with pocket trays. 4, 6, and a jack. So 8's still comfortably in the lead. Jorge Compton in the house. How you doing, Jorge? Hopefully you're doing well.
Calls from the 6.
9 on a turn. And the board pairs with the 4 on the river. So Blake will have the best hand.
Hefty bet from Mr. Bill is going to lead out with 125.
And maybe representing clubs here is
Blake wants to do it. He does do
yeah,
it.
he does it, but he'll have some good news for Blake. As he'll go ahead and scoop up that pot. As mentioned earlier, guys, the June promotion schedule is out, and Saturday, June 4th, is going to be a pretty fun day. And Johnny, you might know more about this promotion too, but on Saturday, June 4th, is the Best of the Best promotion. So we will have our typical high hand promotion going that day, but in 4-hour intervals beginning at 12 o'clock and running until 4 o'clock for this first interval, the highest high hand will get an additional $5,000, and that's going to be shared between both promotions. both locations, excuse me, Jacksonville and Orange Park. And that's going to run from 12 to 4, then 4 to 8, and then 8 to midnight. So, yeah, whoever had the highest high hand during that 4-hour interval not only will get that high hand payout, but they'll also get an additional $5,000.
Best of the best.
Did you come up with that name?
No, no. I actually was in the room when that name was pitched, and I was like, "You guys are ridiculous."
Oh, really? Yeah. That's awesome.
Might as well call it best of the best of the best of the best.
Best of the best of the best of the best.
I mean, best is already better than best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, imagine potentially getting a royal during that interval.
Oh yeah, lock it up one time.
Yeah, lock it up indeed. You'll get everything.
Which is usually the case because, I mean, with 60 poker tables, 70 poker tables actually, I mean, a royal usually hits during the day.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely.
That's kind of wild. And Rory has a ton of outs to work with here. X Factor, though, betting out 150. Rory's going to make the call, hoping to hit one of those outs.
He's got 15 outs.
Is it too many out syndrome? It is.
Yeah, apparently not enough.
No. Had all those outs and completely whiffed on the river. X Factor's going to lead out with 300. Rory's going to fold. Also for the month of June, guys, Table Share Tuesday will make its return. It's everybody's favorite promotion. What that means is if you are dealt into a high hand, no matter what happens to your hand, as long as you are dealt into it, you will, as well as everyone else at the table, will get $100. So you'll have the high hand winner, and you'll also get $100. And then the return of the 24K day will be back in June as well. That date is slated for June 18th. So mark your calendars for those promotions as well. Hey, Shauna, just saw that you're in the Facebook chat. How you doing, Shauna? Hopefully you're doing well. Shauna, one of our instructors for the dealing classes.
Yeah, I miss me some Shauna.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also miss me some Johnny Cow. Johnny Cow was a very old friend of mine as well. Passed away very recently.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that, yeah. Sorry that happened. Nice, so Senad right now with the best hand, with a pair of kings.
Ken Cooley, the new room in St. Augustine is slated to open the first week of July.
Also, now the flush does complete for Senad, so.
Yeah, you might get some action. You got Blake with middling 2 pair. Senad does need to find some value here. Using
225.
225. Could get a call out from Blake here. He has called light a handful of times, and it's like he will call light here as well.
He does make the call, so Senad already gets a little value there. JT folds, and yeah. So now Senad's starting to scoop up a few pots here, starting to get some chips back. And Senad, who at one point, an hour into play, we kid you not, by the way, I thought it was might have been a glitch on our graphic system, but no, not the case. Did have a 100% VPIP after an hour of play.
Yeah, I think he's finally out of Stuxville. He was down 2 buy-ins. I think he's made most of that back.
Close to it. He's close to getting out. He's still stuck a little bit, but not nearly as much as he was.
No, I think he's about plus now because the graphics weren't correct when he got it all in. With,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Graphics showed 250.
So yeah, he
but
might.
like
Yeah,
7.
you're right. He might be unstuck now because of that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he did have that pod that was a lot bigger than what it was saying. How much he was improving his chip stack by. So yeah, I think you're right.
Call from 8. Raise 30.
All right, look at some premium hands here. King, Jack off, Jack 10 suited, 10-9 suited, Ace King.
Oh boy.
Come on, I want to see queens. Jack 10
10,
of diamonds.
okay.
What are all
is-
these face cards?
Oh man,
Oh boy.
this is gonna be a.
All right. I don't want to see a 3-bet here because I can't. Well, 3-bet's already there, but.
Yeah, 3-bet there from Will.
And I think Mr. Bill's got to be priced in. I think everybody's going to be calling here $36.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not the last 2 players? Oh. Wow.
Hmm.
Oh well. 4 players to this flop.
Oh, maybe. Oh, call. I apologize.
Oh boy, that was close.
Whoa,
That was
whoa.
close.
Call.
All right, Tim.
Keep it together.
Shuffle Master almost.
Trying to let you know I ain't got shit. Trying to let him know.
And call
Trying to let him know what the flop's
All right, so there we go. 4 players on a flop. All right, so there is a king on a flop. So Will is going to have top pair. Backdoor flush draw for Senad. Also backdoor flush draw for Rory.
75. Call from 4. Call from the 9.
And yeah, looks like Will's bet is just going to go ahead and take it down. How many times is this bot going to come up?
You should have let us stand. We were on 4. I might have would have. I had a big hand though, but I might have would have let it go.
Come on, country, one time. Click on it.
No, I think I'm good.
See what happens. I don't know.
for science.
Yeah. Social experiment. I mean, but all these years of doing this, if you haven't clicked it once, I think maybe you're, oh, wait, click.
Hey, you did a switcheroo on me. Nobody didn't pay attention.
Call
Did a switcheroo on me.
He's a lot better looking.
And then you get aces.
Yeah, I don't think I want to have that conversation. So, guys, want to explain how we ended up with all these viruses on this PC? Misclick.
Hey, I just want to see some one-time 18-plus dates.
Call.
Jesus.
And it's raised 40. 70.
Oh, they got it.
Oh, man.
Call from the 1. 4. Call from
And Barney, we would definitely welcome you if you ever had an opportunity to come on down, man.
Yeah, come see, I think Sage, you might know Sage. I think he worked at Canterbury.
Mm-hmm. An ace, a 5, and a 6. So Senad flops top pair with aces. Rory bottom pair. Mr. Bill middle pair.
the 7. Call from the 1. Call from the 4. And call from 6.
Calls all around.
4 players.
4 on the turn.
Check. Check 1. Check 4. Bet 250 from the 6.
Mr. Bill's going to bet out 250 here.
I don't think Senad's going away here.
Wow.
Yes, he does.
He does. So Mr. Bill scoops that one up after making a decent-sized bet. Senad bumping it up to 50 with ace queen off suit. So X Factor and JT also making the call. Will as well. And so we got 4 players.
When he says it all in one time, it really ain't gonna believe it.
Ace queen jack. So Senad will have a pair of queens on that. Actually, 2 pair on that flop.
JT with the nut flush draw. Also can hit a 10 for a straight. JT's been relatively quiet. Bet of 150, and I think JT should just get it in.
Well, he just decides to make the call. So we are going to see a turn card here. Looking for either a spade or a 10. And the board pairs with the jack. And Senad is the one that's going to shove, go all in. And JT makes the call.
Oh,
Oof.
queens.
Queens full of aces.
No spade, no 10.
Oof.
JT gonna go ahead and retire.
Wow.
So Will's gonna go take a walk, and we are 5-handed at our last table.
Remember when you won the hand, think that one hand? Oh yeah. Had aces, I had a call. It looks like ace king. I could have it.
He's coming back.
Oh, I guess JT's coming back. Okay.
Never mind.
It is what it is. I'm not gonna fold. Well, people like wait 15. I don't care about that.
Get me in this game. I wants to play. Come on, Super Chat. Loan me a cool 1,500. I'll double that up for you guys.
That's, Johnny means it too.
No, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, he will do it.
Yeah, I'll throw my badge on around Sage's desk. Just kidding, Sage.
I was going to say, in case Sage is listening right now or watching. So Blake is on 3-bet at the 75 with his king of 5 suited. Mr. Bill, pocket sixes, makes the call. 9 and a pair of 4s. So Mr. Bill ahead comfortably.
I think he'd bet that, although he's not. You rope Blake in there? Yeah. A little check raise action, okay. All right, looks like Eddie wants to buy half my action. Let's go.
The Kickstarter has officially started
Oh, yeah.
for Johnny to get into this game.
Oh, crush all souls.
Do the whole Shang Tsung thing as well. Your soul is mine.
I have a special sweater for that.
Do you?
I do. I used to have a hoodie that I wore every time I played cards, and I used to call it my my soul crusher. Oh,
Oh, dang. All right.
Shauna's gonna fold me a little dime. Let's go.
Just like that, in the span of 3 minutes, Johnny's
Dude, that
buy-in.
wasn't even 3 minutes. That was like a minute.
Yeah, much shorter than that. but the point still stands. Your entire buy-in has been funded.
Call. Oh, I'm sorry, raise.
Yeah, I also put in my own money there.
7. Call from the 8.
Going for the max buy one time.
One time.
One time.
And fold from the 2. Talking like it is. This is pretty heavy out there. 3 players. Checks from the 1. Check from the 6. Check on the 8. 50 from the 1. Fold from 6. And call from
All right, we got Rory with the not club draw, but it's a paired board. 10 of spades on the river, and the best hand is a split pot.
Yep. As of now, it's like we're chopping up.
and check around.
Yep, checks around, and we chopping, boys.
With the jack. Button is good. Alright, think it's coming back in. Hopefully,
All right, so we are
one of the players.
2 hours in.
Oh, the list is gone? Oh, the list is gone now.
So we'll go ahead and show you the stats.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a look at it. Will up the most right now. Up close to 2,400. Rory has kind of been beaten up on the table today.
Yeah, Rory is kind of buried, 2,400 in the negative.
And there's the VPIP. Senad, that's dropped a little bit, 62%. Was 100% after an hour of play, but 62% now. But yet, Senad, I think Senad is up more than the 570, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, he's up at least another 500 or 600.
Yeah, say he's up over 1,000.
I think you're just that good. You only need one card. You got an extra card on the river.
All right, so Mr. Bill, Queen 10 suited, or offsuit, excuse me. King Jack offsuit for X Factor.
I've only had quads 3 times in my life.
35 total.
2 months.
35 total. And call from the 6. Alright, I got 3 of you.
This is at least like the 6th time today.
Putting you on the OT.
Yeah, no kidding.
And around we go.
So X Factor did get a pair of jacks on that flop. 6 on the turn. X Factor still with the best hand. Now action on X Factor after Will did bet 50. Looks like X Factor's going to make the call.
Any heads up?
And there's JT back in.
Oh, let's hit the straight.
It does hit the straight. Does Will runner for the straight?
No, we don't see the card. You'll say it now. $50 from the 2. He's got your collar.
Nice day to go outside and play out in the rain.
Yeah, I say I thought I heard some thunder just now.
It's like we're due for a hurricane at some point. It's been a while.
I mean, it's getting close to hurricane season. It's very much getting close to it.
If your cards read, I get
Also, apparently, they're getting big like dust cloud from the Sahara
But if it doesn't read, it should read.
soon too.
Did you ever have to evacuate because of the hurricane?
No. No, I did not.
Somebody's
I
favorite.
think that 1 year it was real bad because I lived at the beach. I had to evacuate. I ended up going to New Orleans.
One day they'll find love at a table.
Party out in New Orleans. That was fun as hell. It was great.
Yeah.
Just about you and my
Imagine there.
and the ante.
Clockwork, yeah. The reason why it's a $25 big blind ante that's included with this 2-5 game. So that's why you're probably seeing the chip stacks be a little deeper than normal. Plus our buy-ins on the live streams for 2-5 games or any game for that matter for the most part are a bit bigger as far as buy-ins are concerned. So
Yeah, for this buy-in for 2-5, 25 big blind ante was 500 to 3,000. All right, Balake. Gonna raise it to 35. King, Queen, X Factor in there with Ace Tray off, and Rory gonna be priced in 65 diamonds, and on the button for Will D, he's gonna make the call with Ace 5.
Augustine's not bad. It was funny they have the dealership. How funny you want
Flop lag here, 9-8 Queen, 2 hearts.
2 hearts. Does someone have 2 hearts in the hands? No. So backdoor flush draws for Will and Balake. Balake says he's going to throw out 75.
All right, JT back.
Yep, JT is back in, and I think that might have been HN that might have came by and checked out at the table.
You never know, guys. You're playing in our room and you see the seat open on the live stream. Just walk in and sit down and play under these lights. And hear myself and Country troll your ass, but
Yeah.
come on in and sit down and play.
It does vary on the trolling.
I'll troll 1 or 2 players every now and then just
Yeah.
'cause, to break up the monotony.
But yes, that's part of our MO. You'll get either Adonis in here as well. Chewy's been getting involved from time to time too. All right, X Factor has pocket jacks. He's making a call. Holy God. Hey, Shauna wasn't getting part of the action.
Yeah, you should. Sean, you gotta get on that playlist. Unfortunately, Shauna does work in our room as well.
Yeah, she does. Bounces around between both locations.
She is the designated trainer for all our upcoming dealers here at Best Bet.
Absolutely.
So if you ever want to learn how to pick some cards, she does run some classes.
Oh, meant to announce. Oh. Actually, Shauna, I think you do pretty good with announcing.
Yeah, absolutely. You should try it.
Shauna, you got a good outgoing personality. I think you'd do really solid as well.
I'm just here for the free Red Bull.
3,000 max.
Got a better voice though? That's probably the only decent thing I have. Is a voice. That's basically it. That's my whole MO.
I'm the worst dealer in the room.
Oh, Country. I'll see what I'm looking at.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I see now. I now have a better understanding of where I'm at in this thing.
Yeah, keep wearing those tight shirts. Oh yeah, HN in the game. He's gonna buy in for looks like a dime.
I almost choked on my damn water. Oh boy.
Okay, Mr. Bill. Do you have anything? Two players.
Mr. Bill on the button. Pocket Kings on the straddle.
All right, Mr. Bill.
From the
Look at that. Yeah, I love that. Straddle on the button. Pick
Yeah.
up pocket kings. Oh, yeah, X Factor in the mix with king, queen. Senad not going to play 7-4 off.
No, he's out of there, so heads up to the flop.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
7-4. Ooh.
Oh,
Could have been juicy.
ooh. That actually was a pretty decent flop for 7-4.
Bet a 30. King, queen. I think too good of a hand to fold just quite yet. It's going to make the call.
Yeah, 1% equity though. Ace.
7-4 was good.
Yep. And then 8 on the river. So Mr. Bill's pocket kings are going to be good.
And this little bet's not going to do it. Mr. Bill is definitely going to be calling.
Somebody show me a winner.
Yep.
Gonna try to bluff at it. Make him sweat a little.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Appreciate you.
Plus, I think probably with Mr. Bill, that's probably a player you wouldn't want to make a bluff at because 9 times out of 10, he'll probably have it.
Mr. Billy, you're doing just fine.
Mm-hmm. You're doing A-okay. Okay, yeah, so we are back to a full table. That is HN that has just joined the live stream table. You've seen HN from time to time in these games.
Come in for a cool 2K.
Raise the 30 from the 3, call from the 4.
HN did bump it up to 30 with Ace-7 suited.
Call from the 6. Let's raise it up to 160.
And who just bumped it up to 160? Balake with 10-8 offsuit?
Yeah, Blake's got a wide 3-bet range here. This is not the first time I've seen him do this. And
Right,
this,
yeah.
We'll get through, I believe.
Maybe. I mean, X Factor's already made the call. Now Senad will fold his hand as well, and Mr. Bill taking a look. Looks like he's looking at chip stacks. But he is going to go ahead and fold as well. So we are heads up to the flop with X Factor and Balake. Deuce, a 5, and a jack.
All right, Blake has to bet here.
He did 3-bet the pre-flop action. Does throw out 200.
That's why you don't call off a 3-bet with King 10 off, out of position.
And it's going to work out.
Usually never plus EV play. And looks like we lost Rory.
Mr. Bell.
Uh-oh, Rory gone, huh?
Can you do me a big favor and put your blacks so that way the gentleman on his fine side can see? Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, Mr. Bill, you can't be hiding your black chips. Gotta put them in front. Can't have those silent assassins hiding behind your stack. and
Yeah,
get it in. It's
exactly.
like, hey, I didn't see those. I didn't see your $2,000 behind.
You're all good. All right, so we have the live shot on the board here.
Yep, big chips up front.
Live shot on
Live stream, live straddle. Everything's live.
Way to put those together, Senad.
All right, guys, straddle, 10 to go.
Yeah, nice little play of words there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Fold from the 8. Let's go a hundo.
All
Yeah,
right, Blake, even wider, gonna raise to 35 with King 4 offsuit, but JT
Pocket jacks
Out of
bumps it up to
position.
100.
and I don't think Blake will defend here.
No, not your fault. He was agreeing with you. That was bad. And call from the 7.
Oh, excuse
Oh,
me.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Blake will take a flop.
Blake's like, nah, I'm going to play.
All right.
And a pair of trays and a 5, so JT, 2 pair for him.
Pretty decent flop for Jacks here. 5 trade rainbow.
80 from the 9.
All right. Bet of 80. Blake gonna continue. He's gonna try to backdoor some straight draws.
That makes the call, so we'll see what the turn brings us. 10 on the turn. So now, yep, JT throws out the bet of 250. Quick fold from Blake. On to the next hand. And guys, we are in the middle of our 24K day that's taking place here at Best Bet Jacksonville. This promotion is going to run until 2 a.m. $500 high hands for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hands for the last 30 minutes, taking place every hour.
Are you buying it?
Again, that will go until 2 a.m. Also, there's a few more people in the room than normal today, too, because of the Preakness taking place today. So,
Oh, that's right.
So some horse race action. So it brings out some of the horse racing enthusiasts.
The Kentucky Derby was like 2 weeks ago, right?
It was, yep. Yep, beginning of the month. And I'll be honest. I was very disappointed in the hat game on that Kentucky Derby day.
Really?
Yeah, there were no hats.
No hats?
No hats. No hats. No hats in the room
very
whatsoever.
Disappointed.
I was superbly disappointed with the lack of the hat game.
Yeah, usually we'll get a handful.
There was absolutely 0 hats. Nada.
Would have brought my hat.
I would have worn my hat too.
Bring in the 18. Bring in the 18.
One shadow, 10 One more, Mr. Bill. I like you, but no discounts here.
Yeah, you know, let's get a $1 discount, Jacob. Come on. What are you thinking?
I like that play of words from Jacob. Oh, man, that was pretty good.
5 more, 40 total.
Mr. Bill, thank you for your service.
Yes, indeed.
What's on the
All right, so here we are, 3 players to the flop. And a 5, a tray, and a 6. Pretty good flop from Mr. Bill. Does have a draw to a straight.
For some reason, I keep seeing mixed kings being limped here every time.
Well, now Mr. Bill does get it on the turn, has a straight. And, yep, everyone else is just going to fold. Mr. Bill's going to scoop it up.
Look at it and smell it. Best to keep it off early, but once you get on, no, I very quickly realized.
What's up? No, okay. If it was Samurai game, we could straddle, but not for this one.
I realized it's easier to leave it as a blur than try to find it out.
It's got a post to Andy too, right?
What's up?
It's got an Andy too.
I got plus the end.
But you can just skip your big blind hand every time and not post the
I don't know. I asked.
Okay, fine. I'll do that then.
I just wait.
That's
You
ridiculous.
wait till my big blind.
It's up to you.
Wait. I just wait.
Got a post of 30.
It's up to you guys.
I gotta post to Andy. I'm gonna skip that
Johnny.
big blind every
Johnny
time if we're not gonna post to Andy.
No, I'm gonna wait till my big blind. I'll wait.
Okay.
Save my food.
Well, I guess
I know.
it's a rule with, I guess, discussing what the, it's in blind with the big blind Annie.
That was
Walk away whenever it's your
I
big
called the
blind and
floor.
come back next
I was
hand.
watching the stream. He came over and said he's got to post it all.
You have to post the Andy.
Watch it on the floor.
There's no way.
I'm just doing what I'm told,
I
gentlemen.
know, but that's ridiculous.
Over there.
Call the big guy. He came through that.
Auto. Alright guys, bottom shot. 10 to go, action here. Ball from 6.
But I agree with you. I was like, that's something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's
Ball
horrible.
from 8.
The guy was
from nine.
there next to used to be before he was down there.
So I just had a start from the grade
Yeah,
and
you were waiting.
all right, I got 4 of them. Check, 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 and around we go. Check, 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 and around we go. Check, check,
Jack.
flip and show. Somebody show me.
Winner, chicken dinner. I was gonna go all in, but they want to scare you off.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, Chen, can you take a pic? Go on the backdrop real quick. Just gotta snag a picture of you real quick. And then we got a button, straddle, and
When my big blind comes, I'm going to use the bathroom and I'll come back. Right after that, was it 7 then?
Backhand.
Yeah. I'll wait around the hole. I'll
Yeah,
just
post
squat.
just buy it. Post up.
Alright, guys, button, straddle, 10 to go. Home from 7.
I used to just be so high up. Yeah.
Ball from 8, fold from 9. Fold from 3. Ball from 4, and a check. Alright, I got 3 of you.
So 3 players to flop here, pair of 7s and a queen.
Let's go. 1 from 6. And fold 8, ball from 4.
Senad completing the flush on the turn. Mr. Bill has to hope for either a queen or a 7, but he's going to go ahead and fold after Senad bets.
It's a good movie.
It's like a yes man too. Say yes to everything.
Five, 2, go. Make it 35 from the 3, fold from the 4. Fold from 6. Call 7. Let's make it 105 from the 8. 13, 9. Call from the 3. Call from the 7. Check it.
All right, so mono board and works out for HN as he goes ahead and just flops the flush.
All right, curious to what Blake is holding. He is going to call the 150 from HN. All right, the
Well.
second heart does come,
Even more hearts.
giving the one-liner. HN afraid of the queen of hearts at the spot, but he's going to continue to bet. All All right, Blake in the tank. He's going for a raise. He might just have it.
I was gonna say, yeah, he might.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bluff either. This will be pretty sizable pot if HN calls here, because he will commit himself. And he
Does make
indeed
the call. So a little under 2K in the middle now.
And does pair the board, which is even worse for HN.
Let's check over. Checks back.
All right. Yeah, with Blake not showing his cards, it was definitely a bluff.
But yeah, HN, who just got to the table about 10 minutes ago, scoops up a pretty decent sized pot there. Just a little under 2K.
I agree, personally.
That's what he said. That's what he told him to do. I don't know who said
They told me the other way.
different. That's what he said.
They just told me the other way.
I understand why they call it a 2-5.
What if I only got $15? I can't play.
All right, JT, pocket kings. He is out of position. He is going to raise, though. 115 to go.
Yeah, 115 from JT.
That's if you leave a couple of zeros out.
Now, unfortunately, no one else has anything to come along with JT, so JT's just going to go ahead and scoop up. No flop required.
We already got it. Yeah. Is it a circle or is it a square?
No, we breaking the website down now.
Circle means there's a picture.
You must be breaking the website. All them pictures.
I know.
Yeah, he's putting on plenty of fish.
Right.
Oh, God.
For the 5 and 25.
They're swindling.
That's the new poker site. Plenty of fish.
You say it's a dating website.
Yeah, I know, but there should be a poker website.
Actually, well, it is a bonus channel.
That's like the worst website idea ever.
Yeah, it is. Especially since, as Jacob mentioned, apparently Plenty of Fish is a dating website.
$60, yeah.
Oh, God, that might be the worst idea ever. A poker player dating website? Yikes.
Yeah, no, thank you.
That just, oh, that has cringe written all over it.
Rob, was you drafted?
Raise to 60.
Were you drafted or were you volunteered?
All right, HN has pocket sevens. Balake bumps it up to 175 with pocket jacks. The 3-bet there.
First name William. My first name William.
I figured Will D.
Will I am.
I'm Will W.
Hey.
Alright, I got heads up.
All right, so a queen, an ace, and a tray.
Wow.
HN does have a backdoor flush draw to hearts.
You listed.
Pocket jacks for Blake, still very much in the lead.
Becoming better. You get your benefit in 6, 7 years.
I'm 100% this April. Agent 1. Agent in a bird.
Checks all around to the turn.
Every organ has tried to collapse one time or another. I'm 77 in August.
175.
HN's going to throw out a bet of 175 here. And that is enough to force Blake to fold jacks.
Comes on.
I was studying, and like,
Thank you, I appreciate it.
kind of blew my mind on the suicide rate veterans, it's crazy. It's like the number one in any field. It's like 50 a day or like 20
And then when you enter, you gotta wait months to go see a doctor. That's crazy.
I was like blown away about it.
5 to go.
Wonder why it's so hard.
All right, guys, if you're in and around Jacksonville and you want to get out of the rain, we got some lively games here at Best Bet Jacks. 24K day. We got 17 2-2s, 7 2-5s, 5 2-4s, 2 1-3 studs, 1 5-5 Big O, 1 1-2 PLO, 1 5-5 PLO, and getting ready to start a new 5-10 Hold'em.
And again, that promotion is running until 2 a.m., so plenty of time to get in here. It's going to be a fun time for sure, with a lot of action taking place here on a Saturday night. Kevin, the waiting list.
It's great. It's only 2 waiting for the 2-2,
Yeah.
2 waiting for the 2-5.
Yeah, not much of a wait right now at all.
About to pop off another 1-2 PLO.
And as Johnny mentioned earlier, looks like a 5-10 game is going to be announced pretty soon here too. So yeah, a lot of action taking place. Still plenty of time to get in as well.
Also, 1 seat open in the main game here at Best
It
Bet
is
Live.
absolutely 1 open. Kevin, that could be your seat.
All right, HN has X Factor pip there, but the 6 of spades. Does it change anything? It does. It does. Will D, he's got a straight.
Yeah, well, it does have the straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Will, I guess not liking that because that's a 4th spade on the board. Straight's good enough. He was so mad at himself too.
$50 out of folded. 300. Wait,
Just put this one. Just believe it. Just believe it.
I said it was like his seat.
That's your like position.
All right, so we are halfway through our live stream for tonight. Again, we'll be taking this up till 9 o'clock. And then we'll be back at it tomorrow with some 2-2 no limit hold'em deep stack action for you. Be our final stream of the weekend, and then we'll be getting ready for basically Memorial Day weekend next weekend, which we do have some promotions going for that as well. On Friday, the 27th, there'll be $500 high hands every 30 minutes. Saturday and Sunday, $1,000 high hands every 30 minutes on both of those days. And on Memorial Day, Monday, we'll have $500 high hands every 30 minutes. And then after that, we'll just kind of put a bow on the month of May. We'll already be in June. We're almost halfway through the year already. 2022 has kind of flown by.
The last 3 years have kind of fumbled and flown by.
All right, so we got 3 players to the flop, a king, a 4, and a tray.
75 from this second.
It's like a flop for, pretty good flop for HN, as he does have a draw to a straight. X Factor does have a backdoor flush draw to clubs. He's going to go ahead and fold after HN did bump it up to 175. So now it's on X Factor, who's still in this hand. Also still in the lead is X Factor there too with Queen High. And X Factor 3 bets at the 475.
Oh my God.
So ace being a straight. I had straight draws, royal draw, flush, and king. If I catch a king or a queen.
And yep, HN's going to fold. X Factor going to go ahead and take it down.
Pizza? Roast kill? So I asked at one restaurant, I was like, what is this? Because there's no steak, I can tell you that. The guy looked at me like it was crazy.
Fold for the 8. Raising up to 25 for the 9. Fold 2, 3, and 4. Calls from B6 and calls from B7. 3 players.
And so king is 7 to 8 on this flop. Mr. Bill in the lead with those pocket aces. Balake, though, did flop top pair.
Calls for 6. Call 7.
It's another club. So now Mr. Bill also does have a flush draw to clubs, as well as Balake.
175 for the 9.
JT also a draw with a straight, and he's in there betting 175. Call from Mr. Bill. And a call from Blake. So we are seeing a river. Board pairs with a 7. And it's just going to check all around. And Mr. Bill's going to go ahead and collect with those aces. Yeah, definitely a club would have been interesting for science on the river.
That's like what? Third time? Second time? At least this served you. I hate jam. I had aces, king, 9, queen. It was king 10 and king on the turn. I'm praying for an ace. But I guess it's too loud. Praying he get through it. Leave a voicemail. I'll get back to you in half an hour.
Fold for the 9. Fold 2, fold 3. Raise to 25 from the 4.
Trying to be like you.
Call from 6. Fold 7. And fold.
Nice. So Senad bumped it up to 25, and it looks like we're going to have 3 players that flop here after Mr. Bill and X Factor both made the calls. 5, a deuce, and a jack.
That's 50 for
And Mr. Bill is going to have top pair.
No, no. Put 6, 9 of diamonds probably.
And that's going to be a wrap on that hand as Mr. Bill throws out a bet. Senad folds. On to the next one.
I remember when I started playing, I didn't call $2 and he had 4 or 5 clubs. He
Yeah, sure.
flopped straight clubs, and I am like, he jumped out of his seat because when the flop, we thought someone looking for roaches or something. He starts like screaming, my God! I said, here, it's $2. I was like,
Was there at least enough in the pot?
oh yeah.
Okay.
But he flopped it, you know.
Right, yeah.
I'll take $2.
Calls for the 2. Calls 3. Calls 4.
Especially when you run bad all night and you don't call one hand and you flop a bunch.
Okay.
I was getting beat up.
Calls
Then
from the 6. Raise a 40 from the 7. Folding. Fold 9. Fold 2. Fold this one. Calls from the 4. And calls from the 6. 3 players. Checks from the 4, checks from the 6. 50 from the 7. Fold 4. And fold
like
from
them buses.
Yeah, good. Go, Jacob.
You gotta go through PSA and scan in. Fly in or you throw in?
And Jacob will be a button straddle.
If you need like some kind of help, you know, in there watching windows or something, let me know. I'm available.
All right, guys, back into the action here at Best Bet Live. Again, you're watching 2-5-25 Big Blind Ante. Buying for this game was 500 to 3,000.
Fold.
And Will deal at a $5,700 stack. He's gonna limp the Jack 9 of clubs off of a straddle. Senad also coming along. Mr. Bill making the call 5-4.
What's up? The info?
And X Factor is gonna check his option on the straddle on the button.
4 players. Folded. Check 2. Check 4. Check.
I flop Queen 6-5.
Sorry.
Jack on the turn will give Senad a pair.
Bet of 30 from the 2.
Will D also makes the same pair, likely to chop.
Calls from the 6. Fold from the 8.
I do see a face card on the river. There's a king.
Excuse me, Jack 10 is good.
Yep. Yeah, so Senad will go ahead and scoop that up. And looks like we're getting a new player in, so we are back to having a full table now. Yeah, Mr. Bill's been playing pretty well. Played well last night.
About to find out after this.
He's doing okay tonight.
Are you in? No?
He's going to wait 1 hand. Will is sitting out.
Looks like the new player is going to wait a hand before officially joining the game.
We were all out of small blind buttons when I came in.
So is he, what is he?
Yeah, but when Will comes back, all that he misses is a small blind.
No, that's if I could straddle.
Oh yes. No. When you.
Sorry, but
So,
okay.
all right. So
all I
button
was asking.
straddle, and then action will start on the big blind. Call from 3.
No, it's
Calls from the 6. Fold from the
just
7.
a hat is straddling.
Right.
Like donating $10.
All right, X Factor pocket 7 is going to make the raise.
You can only be one guy with a red shirt.
Bump it up to 45 to go.
And calls.
HN's going to come along with Jack 4 suited.
3.
Mr. Bill will as well with ace 9 offsuit.
3 players.
So we got 3 players here. A tray, a king, and a 5.
Checks from 3 to 6.
So X Factor still in the lead with the pocket 7s. Checks all around. Queen on the turn.
That's the moment where he just serves no purpose.
Checks 3. Check.
And checks all around. So check to the river.
Check 3.
And
That's 75 from 6.
Mr. Bill actually gets the pair of 9s on the river, so he's going to have the best hand. Makes the bet and scoops up.
2-5-25.
Dead button.
I thought everybody had the ante.
Big
They have loopholes if you don't want to pay 25. They charge $25 for that.
Not a loophole.
Yeah, it's 25 I only played, but I thought it was 280.
Not that. It'll be a fun game.
Just like in tournaments, big blind,
It'll be like
big
a
blind,
bingo.
Andy over.
Everybody. It'll be like a bonfire every day.
No, you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
here you go.
I'm trying to save 25.
That's kind of weird. Okay, Sam, let's work on a little bigger appreciation. I want you to be more and more appreciative.
Call from the 6 and 7. Raise up 45 from the 8. Fold 9, fold 1. Call from
Like 25 pounds, right?
discount rebate. Call from 3 and the 4. 30 players. Checks 3.
Oh, wow. So HN here is going to flop the set of trays while Senad gets top pair. X Factor has a mystery hand.
There's 150 from the 3.
So HN's going to bet 150. Unfortunately for Senad and X Factor, they cannot catch up. Senad's going to go ahead and make the call, though. And he has a pair of kings. X Factor tosses his mystery hand into the muck.
Heads up.
Heads up. Queen on the river.
That is 300 from the 3. And a call.
Yeah, unfortunately, Senad's going to be paying off HN. Set of trays better than pair of kings.
Big appreciate it.
If you guys are interested in playing on our live stream, we do have a couple live stream games left for the month of May. We will have that June schedule up sometime this coming week. Yeah, next weekend, of course, Memorial Day weekend, it is going to be a 2-5 weekend. On Friday night, 2-5 no limit hold'em deep stack action on May 27th. May 28th, that's Saturday, we're going to have the 2-5 no limit hold'em game with the $25 big blind ante, like you're watching today. And then on Sunday, May 29th, we'll have more 2-5 no limit hold'em deep stack action for you. That's all going to be taking place next weekend. Taking a look at the lists for those games. There are some seats available for Sunday's game for sure. We do have a couple lists for Friday and Saturday, but still, if you want to play in those games, try to get on it because, you know, sometimes people miss out. Some people aren't able to make it, and there's still a good chance for you to try to get into any of these games. So that's all going to be taking place next weekend. So, yeah, if you want to play in any of those 2-5 games on the live stream, just go to our website, bestbetjacks.com, click on the Poker tab, go to live stream, and then you can apply for a seat. It is first come, first serve, just so you know. Always a good time. And Blake turning a set of kings. He's just going to go ahead and check. Quite a few players ahead of him. X Factor's going to throw out a bet at 75. He does have a flush draw to hearts. JT's going to get out of there. Jen's going to go ahead and get out of there. Senad has a pair of aces, but he is drawing dead. He's going to make the call. Mr. Bill also can't catch up, but he's going to go ahead and fold. And Blake's going to make the call.
3 players.
So 3 players to the river. It's 9. Set of kings, good for Blake.
I think he wants to get a little thin value here. He checks it. What? X Factor. Oh. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Yeah.
He's going to do it.
Unfortunately, he missed on the river with a heart there, but he's going to throw out a pretty decent sized amount there. 350.
Not enough for a set to fold there.
Uh-uh.
All right, Senad might want to try to bluff catch too, but he's got a player behind.
And Senad only pair of aces.
I don't see Blake just calling here. He should be definitely raising.
Yep, Senad's going to go ahead and get out of it. So now here's Blake.
I mean,
He makes a call.
Prime spot. I do like the check though, however.
Yeah. I mean, X Factor did have a pair of 5s, but even then, it's just like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to get that flush because he did have flush draw, but didn't get it. And Blake's going to go ahead and scoop up a bit more. All in all, I think Blake's had a pretty solid day for the most part.
Button straddle.
Where's Queen Jack? Yeah, felt like someone would have had it.
Button straddle, actual star in the small block.
I just had a
Mr.
feeling.
Bill fold 6 and 7. Call from 8, call from the 9. Raise the 50 from the 1. Call from the 4.
All right, so CB's going to bump it up. King 9 offsuit, raise it to 50 bucks. Senad makes the call. So we got 4 players in total.
4 players.
A couple 1-gap offsuits in there too. Pair of aces and a tray.
Check 8, check 9. At 125.
Should add him as a moderator.
Fold 4. Fold an 8. Fold
And then give
that
him
guy?
a king, and then give him a king.
Taking it.
Yeah.
Back set of 3s. Button straddle.
right, so Blake does bump it up to 35.
Fold 8, fold 9, fold 1, fold 4.
Looks like we might have. Okay, here we go. Now it's getting caught up. Looks like,
Got 15 more.
yeah, everyone just goes ahead and folds around. Thought we were going to lose that hand potentially, but no. Action Tracker did get caught up.
Really?
Fold 1, fold 4. Raise a 20 into 6, calls into 7. Calls into 8 and calls into 9. 4 players. Check 8. Check 9. Bet of 20 from the 6. Fold 7. Calls an 8. And calls an 9. 3 players. Check 8. Check 9. Bet of 85 in the 6. Fold from the 8. And fold from the 9. Take a big opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Red team's let me have 5 life. I got down to 5 life.
I'm sorry? Oh, and we're going to have a button straddle. Then we have BB Ante. And actual straw on the small blind on the button straddle.
Give me same hand like 3 times. Let me slap that hand.
Got a fold
Another
from the
side.
9. Check. Fold from 1, 3, 4. Raise 40 from the 6. Calls from the 7. Re-raise of 120 from the 8. Calls from the 6 and calls from the 7. 3 players. Yes, sir. Check 7 and check 6 and 7. $180 from the 8.
All right, so easy game for X Factor there. Pretty good flop for him as he had a flush draw to diamonds. And scoops that one up. Again, guys, if you are just joining us and you are out and about, first off, hopefully you're staying safe with the weather, as there is a severe weather alert throughout Jacksonville. We've got some bad weather taking place, but if you're wanting to get out of the rain and you're close to us, come on in. We are in the middle of a pretty big promotion, our 24K day that's taking place right now. It's going to be running until 2 a.m. $500 high hands for the first 30 minutes, $1,000 high hands for the last 30 minutes, taking place every hour until 2 a.m. And we already got a pretty active room, a lot of action taking place here in the room. I can tell you what we have going as far as tables are concerned. Right now, we have 17 2-2 games, 6 2-5 games, 5 2-4 games, 2 1-3-7 card stud games, 1 5-5 Big O game taking place, 1 1-2 PLO, 1 5-5 PLO. Looks like we might be able to get another one of those PLO games going as well. Plus, we also have, of course, the live stream taking place here as well. So lots of action taking place, lots of things going on here in the room. If you're out and about, come on in. Got some good chances to win some cash, like what HN's trying to do here with his flush draw to diamonds. And Senad here with a pair of pocket nines for him. He is going to make the call, as will Will. Ace on the turn. Now HN has everything. Has top pair, has that flush draw to diamonds.
125 for the first.
And he is going to bet out 125. Senad's going to go ahead and fold, as will Will. So HN's going to go ahead and scoop up.
Yes, sir. Fucking good. Thank you, Nathan. All right, Jacob is coming back in.
All right, guys, so we are 3 hours in. 2 hours left in the live stream. We'll go ahead and show you who's up, who's down. After about 70 hands, there you see it. Will having the best night of everyone, up nearly 3K. HN and Mr. Bill up, Balake up, X Factor and CB, who just joined the game recently, all up as well. Senad is almost, oh, actually, I think Senad is up. Well, there was the little snafu with his one of his pot sizes that won earlier, so I think Senad is actually up as well. JT being the most stuck out of everybody at the moment too. And there's a look at the VPIPs. Kind of evened out for most of them. JT with the lowest VPIP, but outside of that, yeah, everyone's been somewhat active.
Yeah, everyone won Rory's money and JT's money.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Rory, who got beat up and unfortunately showed some examples of how to not play certain hands.
Fold 6, 7, fold from the 8, fold from the 9, fold from the 1.
I had a good hand last hand.
40 bucks from the 2. So 135.
All right, some premiums are showing up in the hands here. Ace Queen suited, Ace 10 suited.
Yeah, I got some Saturday best as far as suits go. And X Factor is just going to go ahead and call with 4 tray off suit. And there is a tray that hits on the flop there, but a pair of queens for Will. Call from X Factor. So players remain 7 of hearts on the turn.
Don't speak English.
Check 2. Check 4.
Might be a green light for X Factor bet. Nope.
But he's
not
going to
gonna
go ahead
do
and check. And 9 of clubs. That is going to give Will the best hand with a pair of queens.
Check 2.
And Will's going to go ahead and check.
Check 4.
Senad will check as well. And, yep, checks all around. Kind of uneventful there, but Will D's going to go ahead and scoop up a little bit more.
Let's go. Appreciate you. We got a buddy. You think he deserves a break?
Bet the dogs
He
too.
does, the way he puts them cards up.
Okay. Valley Sun Sports.
Alright, guys, we got a buddy.
Valley Sun Sports.
We have it on different, we have it programmed on different channels.
Button straddle, extra small. 10 to go. Fold 4. Fold 6, 7.
I live here.
50 from the 8.
Yeah, we busy sometimes.
All right, JT gonna wake up ace 10, gonna open up with $50 to go. CB, ace trade diamonds. Well, on the button with pocket fives.
So we got 4 players at the flop here.
Alright, I got 4 of it. Hundo for me.
Jack 4, 6 flop.
Hundo, yep. From me. Appreciate you. But I'm good.
Zebra, man, what's up? What's up, Zebra?
Tell Zebra Jacob said hi. Tell Zebra Jacob said hi.
Zebra Jacob said hi. Dylan.
Favorite dealer.
Your favorite Dylan. Yeah. He said, what's up?
Alright, we got a
Phone, text me,
straddle.
Zebra. You all right?
Button straddle.
Text
10 to go.
Your favorite Dylan,
Plus
man.
a 6. Let's go 35 from the 7.
And Zebra can speak so many different languages. It's crazy. He can speak like 30 different languages. I didn't know that many languages existed.
There's a lot.
I thought it was just English and Spanish.
Get a call from the 8. From the 9. 35 to go.
All right, so Blake bumps it up 35 with pocket jacks. CB's made the call as well as X Factor. HN's involved as well, so 4 players at the flop.
He said once you learn English, it's kind of hard for you
King of 5 and an 8. So X Factor does get a pair of 8s. CB also a pair of kings. HN does have a draw to a straight, but he's just going to go ahead and get out of the way. right, so CB with the pair of kings goes ahead and scoops on up.
There we go. From 8 to 9, fold from the 1, fold 2. Let's go 40 from 3, fold from 6. Fold around. Thanks, Ed. Appreciate you. And we got a bunch of
It's over there. Way over there.
It's on the MLB network. It's just going back and forth from one game to another. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Looks like Mr. Bill's trying to get the Rays game, but yeah, I don't think we have that tonight.
straddle. 10 to go, fold from 7, from 8, 9, from the 1. Call from the 2. 50 from the 3.
All right, king queen, bump it up to 50. Still not coming along.
Mr. Bill's going to go ahead and fold, and then there's Will with pocket deuces. He's going to go ahead and make the call, hoping the saying stays true that deuces never loses.
Oh, not with that flop.
I was going to say, not with that flop, though. A pair of kings and a 6. I think, yeah, HN tripped kings.
And around again.
Checks all around. 4 on the turn.
Surprised with that heart draw there. HN doesn't raise.
No, he didn't. So it heads up to the river, and it is an 8.
Although I do like the flat. That does give Will a chance to try bluff at it again, and HN would get a little more value, which I think might happen here.
Will's going to think about it a little bit. Looks like he did check it over to HN. And there's a bet of 225 from HN. We'll go ahead and fold on to the next hand.
HN trying to play a little tricksy.
Also, guys, just a reminder, we do have the June promotion schedule up on the website, as well as the tournament schedule. Now, no stream schedule yet, but I'm anticipating that the June stream schedule will be up sometime this coming week. So make sure you are logging onto the website to check that out. And as soon as that stream schedule is up, you can start signing up for one of those games in June. The earlier that you sign up, the better of a chance you do have with making the initial list to be on the live stream.
Yeah, I think most of our players who have come on our stream haven't had a hard time getting on at some point. So that's why we call this the people stream.
It is indeed the stream for the people. I have something for everybody. There's a Blake is going to flop top pair with jacks. Will does have a backdoor flush draw to diamonds. But he's going to fold. Mr. Bill is also going to get out of the way. So another easy game for Blake.
When straddle tend to go action to the small blind. Call from the 9. Call from the 2. Call 4. Let's make it 65 from the 7.
Oh, man. Blake has American Airlines, pocket aces. Senad with pocket 4s. So he's making the call after Blake did bump it up to 65. X Factor and JT also in this hand. Well, flop set.
What a dream flop for Blake, but can he make any additional money? Oh, yes, excuse me, JT. He's going to go to flop the nuts.
Oh, man.
So.
Yeah, JT got to straight.
Oh, how does JT not raise here?
Oh, boy. Seven on the turn.
I mean, there's enough in the pot right now for JT to just try to make a big bet on the turn and go all in for the rest of the river here.
Mm-hmm.
But after this bet here, he can go and go all in. A bet of 180. Actually, you know what? He can try to min click it to like 350, and then he'll then commit Blake. Actually, he doesn't have 6. No, he does. I think this is more of a timing tell. I think he's just going to go ahead and shove it all in here.
Mm-hmm. Might be some posture.
Oh, what?
Him. What?
All right.
Makes the
Well, it's not like
Blake
Blake was going to fold anyways for after a raise, but he's going to hope to not try to pair the board.
It doesn't. So JT, wow.
Flops. Oh, what? Check, check. No. Okay. I thought he was going to slow play it too much.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, JT checked, and Blake went all in, and then JT called. Whoa.
Whoa.
That, yeah. You were about to lose your damn mind.
I mean, that's such a weird play. I mean, I knew Blake was going to bet there, but it's just kind of like you're missing so much value not betting here, just in case he does check behind, you know? And there's so much in the pot, you only leave yourself with 300 behind. That creeped me out a little bit, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, that. Yeah, you were about to lose it. But then when you saw Blake go all in.
Well, I knew that was going to happen anyways, but I don't like that check from
You don't like the
Blake.
check? Yeah, you thought JT still should have let out with something.
Yeah, I mean, at least be guaranteed to get it in, you know?
Right. Wow.
I mean, you got a guy who's going to bet all 3 streaks, even after a pre-flop raise. You got to know he's got to have something.
Mm-hmm. But it worked out for JT.
Yeah.
As he gets some chips back, and JT was the most stuck at the table, and Blake kind of donated some of his chips over to JT. But again, I mean, you flop top set.
Yeah.
The only thing you'd lose to is someone flopping a straight. Oh, Chris, what's up, man? See you in the Facebook chat. Hopefully you're doing well.
Open ender for Mr. Bill.
on the turn. Like ace high is still good for Blake at the moment. But Mr. Bill does have some outs to work with.
All right, looks like a king on the river, and Mr. Bill's going to fire it off.
Yep.
4-5. Hey, Mr. Bill. Appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Bill. Appreciate it. Did you watch the stream from last night? There was the guy in seat 3 last night. Couldn't miss. Right, Mr. Bill?
Oh yeah, Motique. Motique had one of the greatest runs of a lifetime last night on our 2-5 game. Could not miss at all. There was one hand he honestly had no business being in. I forget what it was, but he ended up getting it on the. He ended up getting it, and his response was, he just wanted to test to see how good his run good has been, and that's why he was in the hand that he was in. He was running well. He ran incredibly well that night.
All right, JD picking up some run in the hands here. Ace king suited. You're going to raise it to 50.
Yeah, ace king suited. Pretty solid for him.
There's a king on the flop there.
That was a king, but Action Tracker trying to get caught back up here.
Yeah, Action Tracker's a little distracted from a waitress there.
Yeah, Carla in the house. Oh, wow.
One king, but 2 kings.
2 kings for JT. So JT, I am assuming, won this hand. Yes, he did. That's right. Yeah, that's what it was. He got a boat going runner. That's right. That is the hand that he did. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, and Motique's response was, I just wanted to test how good my run good was. That's right. His run good was in Fuego.
On fire.
Here's 5, Mr. Bill. It's 10 to go.
Let's go, Mr. Bill. I think Mr. Bill's more of a regular than Hunter is on our live streams.
Yeah, Mr. Bill's featured on quite a few live streams, for sure.
I think there's 2. There's been 2 total. JT had one, and he's like, I actually had a good hand. Oh, wow.
No, I had King Jack. Yeah, there was.
Yeah, button straddle. Button straddle, 10 to go.
That was weird. Not even
Yeah. Fold 6, raised 40 from 7. Fall from 8. Fold from 9.
The guy that was necessarily didn't get busted out.
What's up?
The guy that was sitting before him.
No, he wasn't. No, he went over there. He's racking up.
He said, I'm running too bad, I'm leaving.
It's not really running bad, Mr. Rory.
That was self-inflicted wounds was what happened with Rory.
He lit himself on fire.
Mm-hmm. And asked for gasoline before he did light himself on fire. So Blake does have the best hand right now. He also does have a flush draw to clubs. Pair of 10s so far good. Senad, though, is going to make the call. He is got to draw to a straight. And X Factor's in there as well. And deuce on the river. That is going to complete the flush for Balake. So action does start to check with X Factor now on the Senad. And Senad's going to throw out 325. Blake is going to make the call. And there's the fold from X Factor. So Blake's going to show that he gets there. Flush completes. Was in the lead for most of that hand anyway.
Yeah. Supposed to put that one card I needed. We'll retrain.
You retrain me.
Starting to act up again.
All right, guys, we got about an hour and a half left to go for you all. What's tomorrow's live stream? 2-5?
Tomorrow is 2-2. No limit hold'em deep stack action. Which, honestly, the past few 2-2 games that we've had on the live stream, they've actually been somewhat entertaining. Seen some wild stuff happen in those 2-2 games. So it'll be pretty fun to see to wrap up the streaming weekend. And then on to another work week, and then we'll be back next weekend with 2-5 weekend for Memorial Day weekend. So 2-5 deep stack game on Friday the 27th, 2-5 with the $25 big blind A&E on the 28th, and on the 29th, 2-5 deep stack action. So. Okay, so 6 and 9 and an 8. Pair of 6s for X Factor. 12 hours tomorrow? No. No 12 hours tomorrow. Definitely not the case. First, Slick Rick probably referencing when we had the final day of the main event mystery bounty.
Yeah, that was a long day.
That was a very long day. Very entertaining day, too. There were some definite moments in that live stream. I think my favorite one was I forget who it was, but they drew their bounty, but then they didn't open their bounty at the area where they draw, and they were coming back to the live stream table, and Arlie looked so perplexed. It's like, I guess he's not opening it now. It looked like he was about ready to radio tower control.
Yeah, that was Russ. He was just trying to get into his big blind.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that was a funny moment.
Yeah.
And then saw someone actually tried to sell their mystery bounty.
Yeah. Guys like to gamble.
I was gonna say, yeah, wild.
He thought everyone was supposed to be in.
But yeah, it was. We had one 50K bounty that was out there, and that was pulled by Dickie Malone.
Dickie Malone's so lucky, man. You know, he won second in one of our World Poker Tours.
Really?
Main event. Yeah.
Dang. Hey, sometimes that's a part of it.
Yeah, but he drew a number 22 as far as the next bounty up. And he said, I'm drawing right now. And he pulls his 50K first rip.
First rip. And he said that he felt apparently 22 was a lucky number of his of some type.
Yeah.
As well.
Will, you said you done? 2 is out. Hey, Chad, you're going to be my big blind.
Looks like Will is gonna retire from this game.
Yeah, it looks like he's. I mean, he's gonna finish up pretty significantly, racking up He is going to walk out being up a little over 2,500. So solid day for him.
The one that's the last Sunday.
You wouldn't be complaining if it was aces. Alright, I got 3 players.
7 deuce 6. Looks like pocket 8s are still in the lead here. HN did get a pair of 7s on that flop. And X Factor does have a draw to a straight.
Raise 150.
So 3 players remain to turn. 10 of diamonds.
So scary 10, 9-8 does get there, so HN could be kind of weary here. He does check his 7. JT with the best hand. But X Factor's got a open-ender. He's going to lead now. JT in a weird spot. Played the hand pretty passively. He's going to go ahead and continue on. He's going to call the 250.
Now action back on HN.
Now, since the draw heavy board, HN might just like rip it, but he's just going to make the call.
He's going to make the call. And that is a king on the river.
Complete blip for everyone. Check from JT. HN checks also. X Factor cannot show at 5-4. He needs to bet.
Opportunity for him to try to steal this one away.
You have to make it big because the pot's 1,300.
Yeah.
Can't throw in like 300. He's going to get called.
Yeah, it'd be easy calls.
He needs to make it like 8. I don't think he can do it. He's just going to give up, I think. Or throw in a weird small bit and might get called off. But he cannot show down at 5-4.
No. Not at all.
Oh, he's going to try it. Don't make it. Yeah, that might be enough. 5.
Yeah, $500.
I could do it. Just got to get through 2 players. That's a bit of a sweat. JT with the best hand. Ooh.
Yep, there's one.
Give it up.
1 down.
HN.
One for 1 right now.
Could sniff it out. He's probably thinking, does a 10 really bet here? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, going for the chips. Not enough.
Ruh-roh.
Not for HN.
Not for HN. He said, nah, I got to see it. It halfway worked.
Yeah, if you made it a little bit bigger.
Oh, and and the JT, a little bit of, oh no.
I mean, it's hard for him to call with one player behind.
It is,
so.
yeah, it is, 100%.
But HN, what a poker player he is. That is the second hero call he's made.
Everyone, that is my time. You guys got 7 coming back in.
JT just.
Oh, yep. There's the that's the surrender cobra right there.
Big pot for HN. 1390 in the middle. Yeah, small bluffs don't work like that.
No.
Nope, nope, nope.
That was ooh.
Yeah, that was a misplay from Mr. X player there.
Yeah. X Factor wasn't the X Factor there.
Yeah, he donked off about $1,000 in that pot.
Mm-hmm.
Kings. Yeah.
He got through one, but HN said, not so fast.
Yeah, a bluff like that, you can't. It's hard to get through. I mean, you can get through one, but it's hard to get to 2 or 3
Get
players.
through two,
on a
yeah.
pure
I wonder
bluff.
if that might, so, like you were saying, had to be a pretty monstrous size to try to get through both players like that.
I mean, if you got the right read, just rip it. You're gonna try to bluff.
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 Moral of the story.
Yeah.
Alexander, I think Johnny said 800, but 900.
Yeah, 8 or 9. It's I think 2/3 pot.
And now HN, after making the call, he has been blessed with aces. JT with 10s, X Factor with jacks.
Oh, that's a 3-bet to 200 also.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll see a 4-bet. It might shut it down though if.
And there's the shove from HN.
It is a shove. Does not. See nothing in the pot already. I'll take it down.
Yeah.
It's already 400 in there.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, I'll take it.
easy
Whoa,
game.
whoa, 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 whoa. X Factor.
Excuse me?
Wants it all back in one hand.
X Factor said, nah, not so fast.
Hell no.
Oh,
Look
no.
at JT. It's like, I'm stuck too.
JT looking over like, really?
Yeah, I mean, you can't call it.
No, cannot. He's going to fold.
That's pure gamble.
Oh, man. So,
Yeah.
4K, a little under 4K in the middle here as we are.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, diamond. Who has a diamond? Oh, HN
Oh,
has a nut
HN
diamond.
did.
Oh, man.
Wow. X Factor unfortunately getting owned by HN.
I feel like if HN played a little bit slower, you probably got everybody's money. But, I mean, it's a good play there. It's a good shove.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, it works out.
And that's what happens. You kind of misplay a hand or two, and you're X Factor. You are now the X Factor.
Mm-hmm. And now you're excommunicated from the table.
Your name and your picture into the monitor we have over there.
Yeah, JT just folded and got out of the way. That's, yeah, JT would have had a set of 10s.
But it was no good.
No good. Oof.
Raise a 20 from the 7.
There's a strap right there.
Fold 9. Call 3, call 4, fold 6. 3 players. Check from the 4. There's 20 from the 7.
No, Jeff. JT actually on the last hand was still going to be beat because the diamond did hit for HN.
Yeah. Yeah, it still would have completed the, yeah, HN still completed the flush. So it was actually good for him to get out of that. He avoided a lot of potential more pain. And meanwhile, HN's still stacking his chips.
That's a big shove. I think he was going after the shorter stack.
Yeah, Ancient has the right idea. Sometimes you just gotta stuff it all in. You got aces and multiple people in the pot. You don't want to
Yeah.
let any stragglers in there like JT with a set of 10s. Could have
I
cracked
mean,
him.
I was gonna say there was some opportunities for that for those aces to get cracked.
Yeah,
And how many times have we seen aces get cracked on this live stream?
yeah, X Factor was tilted, so he could have had anything.
Mm-hmm.
Don P, newcomer to the game, gonna buy in for a dime. Come out raising. 25 to go. Senad's gonna make the call. Block been kind of quiet. Picks up Jack 10. Do you think you'd be upset with him calling blockade for this entire stream?
Since we called him for about 2 hours.
Yeah,
Well,
well.
he's not feeling too bad now because he just got tripped jacks on his flop. And now essentially has the best hand. No one can improve. Even though Senad did get a pair of 8s on that turn.
He can hit a 10 or an 8.
That's a 9.
9 won't do it.
Nope. But now, so Blake did flop trip jacks and now has a straight.
I think Senad's confused. You're only calling with like middle pair, dude.
Yeah, 2 pair for Senad, but yeah, even then.
You got my hand.
Blake's only going to scoop that up.
Somebody get me in this game. Sage, I quit. Badges on your desk.
Well, HN's just in chill mode right now. Look at him. Look how comfortable he looks right now. Looks relaxed.
Enjoy, Stella.
All the chips in front of him. my man's is feeling real good right now.
Yeah, he's only been in the game for about an hour.
For like if that, and he's already got over 7K in his chip stack.
Ball with a 9, ball with a 2.
When they give you the form for taxes, then you end up losing the $1,000 you're paying double.
Raise 40 from the 3, ball from the 4. 40 further. And the call.
Well, Mr. Bill's gonna make the call here.
Heads up.
We're heads up, HN and Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill does have the better kicker with queen high. Well, now he's got a pair of jacks. Does Mr. Bill.
And then a 75 for the 3. And the call.
There's a jack of spades, though, so there's a backdoor flush draw for HN. Well, now board pairs with the 6. Mr. Bill is going to at least be secured for now. HN cannot improve.
The bet 160 and fall.
Mr. Bill, you got it, man.
Yeah, so Mr. Bill did bet, and HN went ahead and folded. So scoop up there from Mr. Bill.
Take it easy. I appreciate it.
If it was me, he'd still call to catch the rhythm.
I don't call it.
25 this is.
Mr. Bill called me the other day. He'll probably have all kind already.
Yeah, if you raise one at 25, it's better than aces and kings.
He called me 40. I don't know. He probably have it funny one now.
Ball with a 3 and a 4. Ball with a 6. Raise 20 and a 7. Calls in the 9. Calls in 2. 3 and
All right, Blake on the button with ace queen. See what he does. 10 high flop.
check 9. Check 2. Check 1.
First one to bet wins. The ace queen should be betting here. Oh, nope. Don's going to go ahead and try to lead out with the old 6 high. No pair, no draw.
Yeah, Don said he's going to go ahead and play.
Fold 7, fold 9.
24 outs for Don.
lots of outs.
Half the deck.
Hoping to hit one.
Okay. Rattles on. I'll be 10 to call for you, Mr. Bill. Call. 6 fold, 7 fold 9. Kick you in your hand. And ponder.
All right, Mr. Bill, some suited connectors.
Ah, gotcha. 10 4, 10 4. Calls in the 3, checks. Is it? Did you say it's still pretty bad out there?
So king, a queen, and a 5 does give HN a pair of kings.
50 in the 3, fold in the 4, fold 6, and fold around.
That just folds all around. So HN scooping up another one.
Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Is she on her way here, or is someone taking her here? Is someone bringing her here?
Driving around traffic,
Oh.
which she always does. She spends money while I'm making. It's a team effort.
So you're always even.
Yeah.
You should switch the other side.
Your first act. A raise of 20 from the 6, fold 7, fold 9. Call 2. Fold 3, and fold in the 4. And up. Bet of 30 into 6.
All right, ace king for Don. Pocket trays for Mr. Bill. Don gonna float 2 overs.
Hands up.
4 clubs on the turn. Mr. Bill's gonna start checking here. Don's gonna lead out with a bet.
5 into 2.
And then Mr. Bill might. Nope. Big Slick, yes. So we do have a high hand clock, and anytime there is a high hand, it is posted. So you need to know which hand you're gonna be able to beat. Still going strong here at Best Bet. I think we're gonna start opening more games. Last we saw, we had about 40 some odd games. Let's see, it's 8 o'clock now. I feel like we should have opened a couple more games.
Think so. We're getting to that point.
High hand tonight goes until 2 a.m. And no, about the same. 17, 2-2, 6-2-5, 6-2-4, 2-1-3 studs, 1-5-5 big go, 2-1-2 PLOs, 1-5-5 PLO. And the main game, 2-5 and a quarter big blind ante. About an hour away from the end of the stream. Well, I thank everybody here for joining us, watching a little poker.
3. Call 4. Call 6. Call 7.
Ace, 7 of clubs. 6 ways to this flop, going 25 ways. 175 in the middle. Flop, deuce 10, 6 2 hearts. Don's got the goods without heart draw. And he's going to lead out with a hefty bet here. It's going a little more than half pot. 1:15 to go. I don't think anybody has anything to call him with.
Yeah, everyone just folds all around. So Don's going to go ahead and scoop up a little bit there. Just had everything. Had a pair of deuces. Had a flush draw to hearts. Had a, what we like to call now the Culver's Double Deluxe. Had everything. Oh, I guess so. I guess someone got a royal in the room, so.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when the brewer's busy and somebody hits a royal and the whole room goes, ooh.
And then, yeah, you hear the moans and groans. All of a sudden, all the 2-4 games stop.
That's funny. That's real funny.
Have to call the players back. All right, guys.
Yeah, break the game.
Break.
Restart it.
Yeah, break time's over. Come on back.
Call from the 6. 3 players.
All right, so JT, flush draw with hearts. Senad did get a pair of 6s. And so now heads up to the turn here. 10 on the turn. So now JT, a pair of 10s.
90 from the 9.
Bets 90.
And a call from the 4.
River card is an 8.
10-9 gets there.
It does. 8.
Check her out, show up.
So JT is going to scoop up a little bit.
I know he was on hard. But he got turns. Can't do nothing.
Button is good.
Need 2 pairs.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Beach Cella Music and Arts Fair in Jack's Beach. Is that new? I like it.
Interesting.
Saturday, June 11th from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
Jack's Beach Festival presents its brand new festival, Beach Cella Music and Arts Fair. We have an exciting lineup filled with alternative rock bands from all over.
Okay.
Okay.
Out on the beach, I like that.
Yeah. Want to get sloppy with me at the beach?
I unfortunately will probably be working.
Dude,
that day.
no. Listen, okay. If I invite you to get sloppy with me at the beach, you're calling out.
Call it a night, sir. Yeah, I'm playing you. And 65 from 7.
All right, looks like Mr. Bill is going to be racking up. Game's getting kind of short.
Yeah, it's getting kind of short.
I think HN is winning all the money, so they're going to be like, well, can't beat him.
Yeah. It looks like well, Blake does have a few outs here on this hand. Is going to bet 200. which is going to force JT to go ahead and fold.
Oh, I guess.
I guess there's a potential that this game is probably wrapping up sooner than expected.
When he's done, I'm done.
And that's it, guys. I think they're all going to give up. Let's see who's up, who's down. Let's see some new stats, guys. I think this is over.
Looks like we'll deal with one more hand.
Oh, we got one more to go. Let's see.
Yeah, looks like all right. So it looks like this is potentially the last hand of this game, and then yeah, we're gonna be sending everyone home early tonight.
All right, Mr. Just shove your rack in there. Let's do it. I want to see it. I want to see it slide right in the middle.
All right, so let's see.
Bet 3,500.
Well, Mr. Bill does have Ace King off suit.
I know. It was the perfect time. It's the last hand of the night. Let's go. Ace King is flip. That would have been perfect.
Right?
That would have been perfect.
It would have been 100% perfect.
Check 3, check 4, check 6, and check around.
All right, Ace King is still in the lead, but HN's got the old Jack High, and he is going to want this pot, and he is going to claim it.
Wow, so yeah, last hand going to HN potentially here.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You got to check on the misses.
She's stuck in the car. Can't get inside.
All right, so they are going to play, it looks like, another hand here.
We're going to have a live straddle.
So,
Thank you.
Straddles on. Return the call. Hold 7. Hold 9. Raise 25, 32. Hold 3. Holding 4. And then call. Heads up.
all right, so we are heads up here.
Check from the 6.
Don is going to flop a pair of queens.
And 40, sorry, 40 from the 2.
Mr. Bill's going to go ahead and make the call, though, as he did get a pair of 5s on that flop.
Heads up.
10 on the turn. Just checks all around, so there will be a free river card. Jack, it looks like that is a... Oh, wow. Mr. Bill's going to get there with the straight.
Yeah, and Don got the bottom end, so he's going to get punished for it.
Yeah. Some serious pain coming here.
And a call.
And there's the call, and nope, not chopping. King high straight for Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill may need another rack now.
No, yeah. Jacob, is there more greens up there?
Yeah, there's some. Alright. Are you guys playing 5? You guys not playing 5? I know you said you don't want to.
Yeah, please.
Heard.
Okay, so this is basically how it's going to go down.
Okay, so it looks like that was the last hand. It looks like Jacob is just going to go ahead and have everyone draw here to get some open seats and you'll get on the 2-5 list. So, yeah, looks like our night is officially over on the live stream.
All right, guys, this is it. Let's see some stats. This will be the cumulative winnings. Who is up, who is down? I think Wild Bill. HN up 5,000 for the night. Blake up 1,300. And that does it with us. Tomorrow's live stream will start promptly here at 4 o'clock. And we're going to play some 2-2 Hold'em. All right, guys, from myself, Johnny Pham, and Big Country over here, saying good night to you all.
Yeah, we will see you tomorrow for that 2-2 deep stack game tomorrow at around 4 o'clock. Until then, y'all take care. Be easy. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching.